What was I saying before?
No, yeah, just got to talk about my chair back there. Can't get rid of my
Oh,
baby.
yeah, no. Ain't nobody like it's my
My baby,
everybody
this
ain't
was
able.
start.
Nah, bro. What you mean? I started in a folding chair that broke like a lawn chair. Come on now.
And
You
then,
said,
if I have a guest in the house, I gotta have something.
man, you got a whole sofa down there.
I had to rearrange some things to get that done.
Yeah, and
Which
then like
wouldn't
if
be
I if
bad.
I if I want somebody over, I'd be like, yo, sit on the bike back here. I got one person on the bed over here, you know what I'm saying? Just kick it over there. We good. Like I'm the centerpiece anyway, nigga.
That's it, goddamn it. So it don't matter what's behind you. That's you're damn right.
Oh man.
Well, no, man. Got my shirt on, got my hat on.
Yeah, man, you all in there. See, I need me a baseball cap though. You know, I like my base. I need me a baseball cap with something
Yeah,
in there. I'm
she
gonna have to
got
look at
one.
that.
Damn, my wife got one. She wear that one.
Yeah, man.
I said, all right. Put
But
the hat
anyway,
on.
yeah, pretty much a cold open. And cold open, cold open.
So,
Ain't nothing wrong with a cold open. You know what I'm saying? But yes, welcome to the NTS podcast. I'm one half of your host, T, and I am here with my pod brother, man.
hey, Mr. Dirt, a.k.a. Uncle Two Fly. Big Dollar. You heard?
Those is like two different people, three different people.
Right, I'm all in one on any given day.
This, he wanna be Martin. That's what it is.
Nah, I
You
ain't.
know, Martin
Nah,
played
hey,
every doggone
my
role
mother
up in
got talent.
hey man, but the way you come on here with your hairpiece and everything too, you got a little talent in you.
Oh, boy, I might go suit up one day, boy, do an episode.
Man,
Suit all the way up.
I was sitting there laughing at it was this clip that was going around Wildin' Out. And it was Jay Farrow and what's the other one that do the impersonations? The big dude that always do Denzel.
Oh, man, I don't know his name, but yeah, that
Yeah,
kept me
he
dope.
was up there, and they was going back and forth. The reason that made me think about it is when I was talking about the hairpiece and everything, they was doing the Tyler Perry one,
Yeah.
and he was
Oh,
just
man.
like, he was just like, and you know, in the Medea voice, and if this is the IRS, this is Tyler Perry speaking. Like he did, like the way he did the whole switch and mimic, man. I was just like, oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
He did that so
I was,
smooth, too.
I was cracking up. I said, yo, but
That transition was smooth, but your boy
yeah.
Jay Farrow wasn't no. Hey,
No, they
I
was
said
going
these
back and
dudes here,
forth.
boy. Yeah.
They was going back and forth because they even had to sit there and do the whole Denzel thing. Like, no, I appreciate you. I know I appreciate you. And they was just going back and forth and doing that. Let me tell you something, brother. Anything that you said, I was just like, oh, he did it. Yeah, nah, that mug was cool. Might have sent that to my dad. I know I sent it to somebody.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I was cracking up. But yeah, man. Listen, I'm a little, we are a little unorganized with the with the notes and the topics and everything. So
Yeah. So this gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one, all right?
oh, top of the hour though. Listen, so Verizon still holding strong makes me want to be a proud, like, I was always a proud Verizon. But Verizon ain't as good. They not the top dog now. As far as
No.
like service and everything, because Verizon actually has been sucking lately.
Yeah, something ain't going on. Something ain't right here. 'Cause
But the
I ain't
crazy
never.
thing about it though is like Verizon was the one at first that like everybody started using their towers. That was like a braggadocious thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? When Metro came out, like
Yeah.
Metro was sitting there, that was what they were advertising. We use all of Verizon towers. That was a good thing back then. Now this
Motherfuckers
mug
getting
is
their own shit.
expensive and raggedy for no reason now.
Yeah.
And you know
You
who
want
I don't hear nobody complain about now?
who? T-Mobile.
T-Mobile. T-Mobile used to be one of the worst doggone cell services.
Mm.
I mean, if you were a truck driver like me, I had T-Mobile back then. That was what, about like 2013? Oh,
Oh, dang.
T-Mobile was
Yeah.
horrible. It was horrible. I had so many dead spots out there, roaming and everything. It was horrible.
I think
So
all them motherfuckers horrible. I think they just
yeah,
getting money.
nah, but I'm gonna tell you though, I'm telling you, everybody is complaining about the top people now. Verizon, AT&T, but
Shit, I always complain about
T-Mobile,
AT&T. Fuck
yeah,
AT&T.
yeah, AT&T with their little charges and fees, and is AT&T is horrible.
Man,
Yeah, I think I was with them once, but I've been with Verizon. I think the longest.
I've been
I
with
think
my
I'm the
for
one that
long.
got them on Verizon because it was me first, and then my grandma ended up hopping over, and then my mom. But yeah, I done been with Verizon for a minute.
I've been 20 years. Yep, 20 years.
I want to say mine. Actually, I got rid of T-Mobile and went to Verizon. I've been with them ever since.
Yeah. Oh
So
yeah, I
ever since
remember
about
you. Yeah,
2014, 2015.
I know. And, now they trying to give everybody the new Samsung iPhone 15.
Wait, what? That's what it's called? The new Samsung iPhone 15. What? I don't know what this thing look like yet. Cause it do like the one I did see, I was like,
Oh,
that's a Galaxy, that's a Samsung. It looked like with the little three cameras, but then there's another one I just seen. It was different. It just had one camera on there. Like both of the phones I got. Other one.
iPhone always had a 3, but they're
Nah, not all
like
of
I
them.
want to
Cause
say
look,
almost.
this is two. See, this is two, and then this one has this. But what it is this is the Pro, and then this is just
Yeah,
the Max.
yeah.
So
See, they're the but Verizon. I mean, Samsung is always in one straight line.
yeah, and see that's what the images I started
Yeah.
seeing. I
Oh
started
damn.
seeing that. Yeah, that's why I was like iPhone. I was like, that looks like a freaking a Samsung. Like,
We taking over, baby. One phone at a time.
yeah, at this point in time, I don't even think they care. I don't know why
No, they
Samsung
don't.
would do it. Nah,
Nobody cares.
I'm gonna be because they already know they the top dogs, right? But even though Google is starting to kind of inch their way up there, I've been here like
Oh
Google been a
boy.
thing lately too. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, if I was Samsung, I wouldn't do it because it was a story that had went out and was saying that damn, was it Samsung or was it Sony? I believe it was Samsung though. They were trying to partner with them in some way, shape, or form with for the cameras. And I was just
Oh
like,
yeah.
dog, that's the one thing y'all battle about. So why would you have
Don't
them? If you put them
hey,
cameras on iPhones, dog, like I mean, it's of course Android users are gonna be diehard Android users. Like I'm not going up with so but
why not,
y'all ain't
man?
gonna get nobody that's gonna go over there.
Come on, man. Come on, bro. It ain't hard, man.
With all of my affiliations right here, yeah, it is.
No, I got them too, but that don't mean my phone gonna change.
What you mean you got it? You got
Yours
a
should.
laptop.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a laptop, a tablet, a watch, a phone, and I like the way they
I
interact
got a
with each other.
laptop and a desktop.
Again, I like the way my mobile
And and
devices
they work,
interact.
they good. And then I got my Samsung set up to interact with all of them. See, we
Not
do
like
that. We
mine.
go versatile. We can cross the stream.
Not like
See, we
mine.
we ain't
I
like
got my
y'all where y'all
tablet
just
that
only
access
work
another
with each
screen to
other.
my laptop. Like I
See,
can
y'all
use
only,
it as a second screen.
but see, y'all only can go with each other. See, we come across that. We can be compatible with
Man,
everything.
halfway. Okay, listen.
Eh,
But
hey,
no, the original point I was trying to make when it came down to the Verizon thing,
Samsung the
they
best.
still
Okay,
they still holding it down for the DEI situations. And
man.
the crazy part about it is the wild thing that I find crazy about this is that the FCC chairman appointed by Trump, Brendan Carr, has opened an investigation into Verizon for continuing to support DEIs. That is crazy to me.
My thing is, how is DEIs bothering the deficit? All these cutbacks.
Again, me and my dad just had this conversation straight up. To be real with you, again, they're doing this for self-preservation. That is all
That's the
this
only thing you
is.
can think of. Cause,
No,
bro,
that's
this
all it is. Like even that white supremacists, or I think they what was a supremacist. I think they considered him white nationalists. But anyway, when they was having a conversation with him, I mean, I understood everything that he was saying. But I think that's the way, like these people that's up there, that's how they feel. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, he voted for Trump solely on self-preservation. He's like, what race wouldn't want their race to continue on? And like he went through, and I'm like, I'm not mad at him.
I mean, me either, but it's gonna be at the cost of downing another race. I mean, preservation don't mean you gotta go and be okay wholly against another race. You could still have that preservation without
But
being
again,
ignorant to the
their
fact that
preservation is sitting there saying, like I said, the DEIs, of course, we know why it was created. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Just to, uh equality. Like, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Pretty much. But the thing about it is, again, I just keep saying, like, when it comes down to self-preservations, they seeing a lot more of us black people come at the very least rich. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Um, yeah, so for that, it's just,
I mean,
hey, look,
there's
we
nothing
gotta
wrong
out
with
of every 10 people, we gotta bring in two POCs. You know what I'm saying? And even though y'all still getting in, probably making more than everybody and everything, it's still not good enough for y'all. Nah, you know what? My friend Billy didn't get the job because they had to
it.
hire the
Yeah,
two black people, and Billy don't know
yeah.
his left from his right.
And then people when they going through this DEI now, are you telling these people, okay, you were hired through DEI, you got to get fired because we're doing away with it?
Yeah, they
I mean, I haven't seen well other than that joint, joint chief of staff thing. I've seen nothing else where they get these people just because they was hired through because of DEI
yeah,
and they took their job. I ain't seen no more of that. That's the only where I've seen that happen was when they fired that 4 star and hired a 3 star.
yeah. And I
I mean, I
mean,
can't say it's other places that it didn't happen. I'm just saying I haven't heard of any other areas where that has happened. So I
yeah.
don't know, maybe just that one thing or you know,
Mm-hmm. I think everybody talking about DEI when it come down to the Joy Reid situation though. I ain't even know who she was. I don't be watching MSNBC like that.
I don't think too many people
But
do.
nah, MSNBC is popular. It's popular. And the only reason I know that is just because I know a lot of people that's in the stocks watch it.
No, okay.
But yeah,
Uh,
it's you got to know what's going on in the world, like them real stock traders, because anything will cause a stock to shift. Uh,
oh yeah.
Chairman getting in some BS or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Even Target over there thinking they can do the DEI. I'm sure people ain't know where to go with that though. Like the stock traders, they didn't know if they was appreciating that or not.
Nah,
You know
I
what I
didn't know.
mean?
Yeah.
But
Do we really? And some are probably like, do we care?
yeah.
Like, I'm like, all right, the world awaits. We'll just see what happens.
All right.
There's so much going on, so much craziness.
Yeah. So I'm gonna look more into this whole Joy Reid situation because like I said, I do know a lot of people are pretty much saying DEI. This is what's going on. And if I'm not mistaken, I was trying to look for the time that she has been on, but it's a long time. Like I really feel like it might have been close to a decade, if not over a decade that she's had this show. But yeah,
Oh
media
wow,
personalities and
wow.
professionals, they're rallying behind her because she didn't even know she was getting fired. Like they just pretty much just like, yep, the show was canceled.
Wow,
So
that's crazy.
yeah. So I'm like, this whole DEI situation is they really starting to show out. They starting to show out
And
moves like
and
that.
you
I
see
had
how
you
it,
looking.
yeah, everybody looking like, okay, now why was she? What did she do to get canceled?
Yeah, it makes.
Somebody at the station don't want her on there. Somebody
I'm
said
telling
something
you,
to this person,
DEI.
and this person said, "Hey, we need to get you off air. We don't need your kind no more." I hope
Yeah,
it's
I
not.
mean, people simply nah. People literally are simply just saying DEI. Like they're getting rid of the DEI stuff, and that's what that was. So, I mean, in a sense, it's kind of still like that.
Wow, that's
Uh,
crazy.
s- since we are somewhat near workplace situations here, let me tell you. To be real with you, it's something that I honestly, and I don't even know this dude name, but of course he's like a legend around Houston. You know what I'm saying? The turkey leg hut dude.
No,
Yeah, I don't know. It's just something about this dude, and I'm gonna tell you, like for real, I've learned to trust my gut. You know, I got a lot of it, so it's a lot to trust.
sometimes that's the best thing to do.
You know what I'm saying? Uh, but it's never steered me wrong. When I go against it is when I end up in terrible situations.
Oh, well, don't go against it then.
Yeah, nah, but that's what I'm sitting there saying. It's just something about this dude that I really do not. I don't know. I just don't like. Anyway, he's not wrong in this situation. So he's at the turkey leg hut
Mm,
and he pretty much is telling people like pretty much, yo, if I see any of y'all on y'all phone, y'all fired. Um yeah. And people had a
yeah,
problem
I
with that.
mean, if that's one of the things he put out all the time, and he just letting you know, hey, we supposed to be at work doing our job, not on our phone.
Hmm.
Understand
Yeah, and I'm gonna play some of it.
O'clock in the morning, turn your phone in as soon as you hit that door. I'm not gonna tell y'all. As soon as you hit that door, turn your phone in. Why? Because you're on my clock here. I'm telling y'all from this point on, it ain't by catching y'all at the phone. If I catch you after 9 with your phone, you're fired. And take it for what it is. And I'm gonna take what come with it. And I'm telling you what it is. So I'm telling you, from tomorrow on, if you get that tap from one of the managers, I'm not gonna play with you fired.
He said, if you get that tap from one of the managers, I don't care, you're fired. Uh,
and he telling you from now on, I don't want this to happen.
clearly
And
it's been a problem.
everywhere,
Clearly, I mean, for
everywhere,
real.
not just.
It's an addiction.
Yeah, I'm serious. Everywhere, you see people walking around, supposed to be working. You see them walking around looking down at their phone,
Hmm.
just just all into it, about to run into shit.
I mean, you ain't got to go to nobody place of work. Just look over in the car next to you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
no,
if you don't even stay, just look at them. They all in that mug too. Look,
the same thing. They about to run into some shit.
hey.
What? Boy, look here. Uh, mm,
Yeah.
just
So,
like my brother. I'm like, hey man, you come over, we hang out, and he
oh
come over,
yeah,
and the
he's still like that.
only thing he do is get in that phone. I be like, hey man, what's going on?
But how long we know he been like that?
Yeah. And I had to tell him. I said, no. I said, you can't come over unless you're gonna leave your phone in the car. Oh man. I said, bro, you ain't come over here. I'm talking to you over there in the phone. I ain't said nothing. Then you like, what's that, bro?
Heck
No,
no. Yeah, I ain't gonna keep repeating myself nothing.
no.
Uh,
Only
but
thing you
nah,
look up, hey, I got a drink. No, drink that damn phone. Shit.
but yeah, nah, a lot of people had stuff to say, like pretty much, some of them folks is like, oh, I'm glad I got my own business because of X, Y, and Z. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is why I never worked for a nigga or something like that. Uh yeah, it was a bunch of like negative stuff up there pretty much going against them. And then somebody was just like, yo, you don't never pretty much berate your staff in front of like customers and everything. If you watch the video, this looked like a staff meeting. It don't You can't even see that no customers are even in there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
whatever. But this reminded me of a conversation I had had with somebody I was kind of talking to around this time. And it was the conversation about like teachers taking kids' phones. And so she was just like, I pay that bill. Like, you know what I'm saying? Teacher don't need to be taking his phone. And I was just like, that's stupid. It's a time and a place for this. Regardless if you do it or not. Like, and I went to school with this girl. So I'm like, you remember how they used to do us. If they seen your phone, they was taking it, turning it into the principal, and your parent had to come and pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So why are y'all doing this with y'all kids now? Y'all just pretty much raising them to be disrespectful.
Yeah, you supposed to be
Teach them to
learning.
break
You in
away
there.
from this phone a little bit, man. But yeah, I'm
Teaching.
like, dude, it's crazy. And then she gonna sit there and make up the thing to my kids be making money off of that, like millions off of it. Okay, cool. Again, a time and a place. If you got people working up under you that's running your social media and everything, and every time you turn a corner, you know what I'm saying, for these kids is making money off of it. Every time you turn a corner, you know what I'm saying, they on their phone. At some point in time, if they not getting stuff done, yeah, get them off the. You gonna be mad.
Yeah. First thing they gonna say, y'all always in that damn phone.
Yeah.
I
So
mean, I don't get, but I mean, I understand what he's saying. And
yeah,
like you
I don't
said,
see
the
how people can
environment,
look at
way
that.
he started out talking, it's like he was in a meeting saying, "Hey, I'm telling you now, from this day forward,
Mm-hmm.
keep your. If we see your cell phone, that's not in front of people. That you could clearly see. Okay, he's talking to his employees. All right, cool.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. These it's just the younger folks. They don't want to be told nothing, and half of their parents is probably my age now, and I think a lot of people my age they did an overcorrecting thing where they know they got their ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? They got put on. I'm not gonna beat my kids. I ain't gonna do this. I'm gonna let them have a voice, and now they can't even control their own kid.
Yeah.
Now again, I ain't saying you
Mm-hmm.
gotta beat your
Well,
kids and everything, but
no, you don't have to.
this
But
gentle
damn, you got
parenting
to
stuff,
be.
y'all are taking that too far.
Um.
Oh shoot!
Uh, you can go over here.
All right,
Oh
hold on real
no.
quick. Hold on.
Gotcha.
I do. All right, y'all. We'll be back. And we are back.
We bicycle, baby.
Oh man, still trying to figure out why I'm still doing this congested thing. It's not
Hey
fun.
man, you
It ain't
get rid
fun
of
at
it
all.
after a while, man. You get rid of it after a while.
Yeah, dude.
Once the weather levels out.
Yeah, I
If
don't
it
know about
keep going up
this.
and down, no.
Yeah, we're
You
gonna be
level
like that for
out,
a little bit. But the
yeah,
days are
cause I
getting
don't.
longer. In about a week, I believe. It's
Yeah,
like one of
boy.
the yeah. It's March 9th, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. What that
March
Yeah,
9th.
that'll be Sunday.
Remember, y'all, I guess everybody
Oh
don't have
yeah.
to remember nothing because they phone and they watch automatically do it for them. I was about to say,
Boy,
remember everybody, it's spring forward and fall back. So you do lose an hour of sleep.
that's some bull crap.
Hey, I will take it for a longer day. I will happily take it. I wish they would just stop
Yep, I
this.
just had to go to sleep an hour early. Shit.
Or not. Probably won't even notice it. What's wrong
No,
with you? Need to take
you
one
not
of them
feel like
Bayer's aspirin.
no, you not feel like you got a joint that needs to be popped, or feel like it should be popped, but it won't,
Yeah.
and you move like
I know what you mean.
right
It's just
here.
all that moving look more exhausting than it does look helping.
Oh no, it just trying to trying to get something to go pop. That's the problem, and that's what it feel like it needs to do, but it won't.
I'm not great at popping
And
anything.
at certain movements, it'll hurt right down in here, like more bone, not no chest pain, no crazy stuff like that. No. Just like the bone need to be popped. I can't. That's the
That's
only
your
way I can
rib
explain.
right there. You popping in a rib.
Hey, well, I don't know what it is.
Hey man, have you ever heard of Eric Crumble? Yeah, that nigga last name. Hold on, that's funny.
Here, from no,
Yeah, you hearing you say it back is funny. Dog, he shouldn't be in the media. But if you're gonna be in the media and not be great, I guess you're great at something. Anyway, he's a
you talking about the dude
boxer.
be singing? Oh,
No, he's a boxer. He holds a record of 0-31, with every loss coming by way of knockout. That's why I sat there and said his name is Eric Crumble. It's Crumble. Change my last name.
yeah, man, shit. What he gonna call himself? Hey, my name Punching Bag.
I mean, you don't want your last name to be Crumbling. That's what it seems like you're doing, bro.
Get out.
Like I said, he might not be great. He great
Hey,
at crumbling.
but he got something that nobody in boxing has. He
What?
has a perfect record.
Of losing. And
It's
by
perfect.
every one of them by way of knockout. Who told you to box? Who
But
told
can't
you to
nobody
box?
take away his perfect record. Name
But
one
you
boxer got a better record, a perfect record. Can't name one.
yeah. Floyd.
Eh, without controversy.
What you mean without controversy?
He got a perfect record without controversy.
What you say? There's a couple asterisks up there.
Hey, there's some
You think
controversy in some
Pacquiao
of
should
them
have won
fights.
one?
Yeah, he had at least one of them in.
Hey, Pacquiao should have had at
And
least one.
he had one of them. But defense counts in boxing, so motherfucker need to just let it go. Defense counts in boxing, so let it go.
I don't even know why anybody would argue that.
They do, cause when how they be. Oh, he was running. No, that man,
Yeah,
that man been
I
fighting
don't
like that
like
for the
that.
longest.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean
that
that,
man
and
been
that's
fighting like that for the
defensive
long. He
boxing.
know what to do. Yeah, he know when
Yeah,
it's
that's
coming
all it
in, not
is.
and tap you in your eye real quick, boop, boop, and run up. It ain't crazy. That's
I mean, why would you
defense.
stay in that?
Yeah,
Why would you
yeah. Why
stay in
you
that?
know that?
Why?
Even to throw a wild punch, I'm getting out the way just in case.
Man, yeah. So, speaking of boxing, I still have to go back and check out this Shakur Stevens fight. All right.
Ah,
I'm a little upset though. Like, I mean, I sat there and read the days and times off in one of the
yeah, I
pods,
remember
but
that. I remember that.
listen, a nigga has just gotten back to work. All right. is whooping my tail. Okay. But anyway, yeah, his fight, shoot, by the time I had remembered that it came on that early, it was already over. I think the fight my time was it started like the undercards and everything started at noon. By the time he fought, I think it was like 4 o'clock.
Yeah, and I'm texting you at damn 5, 6 o'clock. I'm like, hey man, what time to fight? And you gonna text back, man, it's over. It's been over.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why?
And I think it might have been 3:32 to be real.
And where they were fighting at?
Saudi Arabia. That's
That's
why.
why.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why.
Dang it.
Yeah, so we
Somebody
missed
let
that
they-
one, but
somebody
I'm
let-
not
let they
missing this
look.
one tomorrow though. I ain't missing that
Well,
one.
we know what time that one gonna be.
That's a late one though, so we good. Like they got to stop this,
Yeah.
but it doesn't. What's weird about this? I'm gonna have to look this up again because it doesn't like when I first seen this. It doesn't look like they have undercards. I'm gonna have to look that back up, but I'm not getting any undercard like when I originally looked it up. So yeah, I'm gonna have to kind of.
I just seen somewhere. Oh yeah, Javante Davis won't talk noise in front of old boy mom.
Roach mom.
Yeah, he said he talking trash in front of his mom.
He already know.
Yep.
Trying to get ruthless with it.
Hey, when I said that, I bet your mama won't say nothing.
What you got about mama? Yeah, boxing right then and there. But yeah. So this is at the Barclays up in New York, 8 o'clock Eastern time. I'm ready for this one.
Yeah.
Because who is it that's
Hopefully
talking
I
about
won't
retiring?
be.
Is it Tank?
Yeah, that was him talking about. I guess it wasn't nobody else to fight.
Oh, brother. I don't agree with that one.
I don't either, but
Need to be longer, my boy. I don't quite know about that one, dog.
yeah, cause they coming.
I mean, even
They coming for you.
Keyshawn is calling them out. He been calling them out. Most of his wins is by knockout. Oh, I done told you about that Mike. It's starting to do it.
Oh, that fall down.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Had to put a wrench. Look, about to do it. It just went down.
boy,
Okay,
I'm glad you said something. Fuck around, thought you had the poltergeist in there.
man. Yeah, get together. But yeah, man. Listen, I am ready for that one. That is one of them ones where I
Yeah.
wish it like back in the day when we used to do the fight parties. Time was cool.
Yeah.
Just to kind of be around your folks and kick it and have a good time. Don't nobody do that no more.
Oh, they got quite a few. They got some under there, bro. Yeah, they got a lightweight, super middleweight. What's this one? Super. They got 2 super welterweight. Huh. Might be all right. Damn, what's welterweight? I gotta figure that one out.
Real small niggas.
Man.
They more lean than anything. They small.
Oh yeah, it's about what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh yeah, that fight ain't
It
coming
can't
on
be
till
that
about.
many.
I'm about to say that fight ain't coming on till about 3 o'clock in the morning, G.
Yeah. Yeah, because it said must see matchup Javante Davis, Lamar Roach on March 1st. Time 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, I
Stream
see.
Prime pay-per-view. Location Barclay. But damn, don't say What time the undercard start?
8.
Oh, they start at 8.
Yeah. Whenever they get
I
that
think I'm
time,
be.
that's whenever the undercard starts. Like that's why I sat there and I said that fight ain't gonna come on till about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, boy might not make that one. Boy might not make that one, cause shit, man. Look here, you talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Man, super lightweight, WBC super lightweight title fight, super welterweight, middleweight, super featherweight, super welterweight, welterweight, super bantamweight. What the super middleweight and then lightweight?
They got everybody. They trying to get eyes on everybody.
They are.
That's all that is.
God, dog. And I haven't seen none of. I think the only one I may have seen is this Jose Venezuela. He's a super lightweight.
That name sound familiar.
Other than that, I can't remember nobody else on here. That might be the right thing though. Get them started, baby.
I'm saying you putting them on a big stage, like
Yeah,
Tank is
let them get
Tank
started.
is the face of boxing right now for real. So
Better come out there, cause if not, Lamont gonna give that roach approach.
man, speaking of like why we on this, what's going on with
On roach? What?
what's going on with Shaq, man? I wish I could find that video. Why he was on there acting like that? He was just like, "Fuck it, we gonna get fired anyway." Like he was up there cussing and everything. Fuck this shit, ain't that right? Like he was, yeah. Did you see it? He was just like, "Fuck it, we gonna get fired anyway." Like I said, "Oh, something got to be going on." Oh, I wish I could find that video. But yeah,
Him
he
and
was just
Barkley on that, or
yeah, it was him on he was at on cast at on the set. Yeah, I
oh,
thought you would have seen it.
and no, I be
Oh,
seeing
here
all
it
that.
is. I think this it. Yep.
In the words of Marshawn Lynch, I'm tired of shit, America. We get fired.
You heard him? He said, I'm tired of shit. We gonna get fired
And I
anyway.
don't think they getting fired
Something going on. You
because
don't just do that
they
like that.
because they supposed to be on what's that other? It's probably some deal they had where they were gonna stay on. But if he talking like that, you know Shaq crazy. But then you know that's what makes them. That's what makes a lot of people like them though.
It do, but
Well,
this ain't got nothing to do with the
not
people. This
that
is
type of
what's that?
person.
FCC, FAA, FAC, whoever it is. Them people
Yeah,
that be controlled. The
they
SEC is one of them.
yeah,
But
the
yeah, they get
SEC,
a hold
yeah,
of this.
Southeastern Athletic Commission, yeah.
No, just the
I know what
people
you're talking
that
about.
control the TV and the cussing and
Yeah, I
said the
know what you're talking about.
FCC
Yeah,
won't let me be and let me. It's the FCC. That's that. I had to start rapping Eminem. But
yeah, they yeah, it's certain curse words they starting to let them say. Some of them like
but
that
yeah, not the F bombs.
bucket. Yeah, bucket. We gonna get fired in the. Oh,
Yeah, Ernie, we get
hey,
fired anyway. I'm like, this nigga is
they
crazy.
probably had. Hey, Shaq probably had him if you drink. Well, he said he don't drink in public, and I can't believe. I ain't never seen him. Cause even when he was on Drink Champ, he didn't drink. He drank water.
Yeah, Because Shaq is probably a different
I was
individual
like,
drunk. Yeah, he might be a
that's
little
a big
different
dude to
drunk.
try to stop. Yeah, that
Man,
might be a
nobody
big
about to stop
dude
him.
trying to stop.
But you have to
Or
move through
even
this
if he
wall.
playing
Hey, bro,
around, you
I'm not about to get between you and that wall. Shoot. Marshawn,
big ass dude.
you want to go against Shaq? Marshawn might be like, hey, oh.
Huh.
Yeah.
Like, I can get him now. Shit. Knees bad. Shit. Yep.
Hey, look, all tall niggas' knees go bad at some point. Right? Because Shaq be moving slow
Yeah,
as hell.
mine be hurt like a motherfucker, boy.
The nigga, shut
My
up.
knee be hurt like a mug, boy. What?
Your
You
knees are
said tall
perfectly
people?
fine. They ain't stretched out at all. All right, you good.
Hey, man, like all that wear and tear from shoes. Jumping off buildings and shit.
Oh, yeah. Talking about that. Oh, I told Tion, I said, Corey might be a little daredevil. She like all the crazy stuff. Tossing her up and swinging her around and like dipping her. Like she'll make a face, but then she'll start laughing.
She laughing, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I said, Lord, she a little daredevil.
Oh Lord.
But
yeah, gotta make my trip down there. Gotta get mine ready for my go to Atlanta for my grandbaby.
Yeah, when is the due date?
It's supposed to be the 10th of April. I think they might do a C-section before that.
Okay.
I think she said like the 4th or something. So I'm like, all right. I said, well, I come a week after that.
That was
That
gonna be
way I
my
can,
original plan once Tion had the baby. It's like, yeah, I go. I said maybe about a
go a
month.
week out that way. That
Let them
way,
get settled
mom
in.
and daddy can, and they can hold and do all they want to do. Cause grandpa on the time, he taking over. Dog.
Yeah.
If the other grandbaby let me, cause she gonna be, Grandpa, what you doing?
What?
What you doing? Grandpa. Oh yeah. I thought I was taking a nap. She opened my eyes, talking about, what you doing? What you doing? Oh.
He said, "No, get up."
But no, but some else I sent it to the what's the name? But I want you to listen to it. If
What's that?
No, it's on MTS on the on our Instagram. I sent it probably about an hour ago. And I don't know if
That's folks.
This should, let me see if it'll play.
The food stamps.
Yeah.
Somebody reported me to the state of Michigan because I'm making money on TikTok and I drive a 2024 BMW. They have cut my food stamps from almost $4,000 a month down to $88 a month. They are telling me if I want a review that I have to sell my car. So you're telling me if you were on welfare, food stamps, cash assistance, Section 8, you can't drive a nice car? They are forcing me to sell my brand new BMW or I lose almost $4,000 in food stamps.
What's the problem?
Not only that, they have taken my cash assistance totally away. They are telling me that Section 8 will no longer be paying 95% of my rent, only 10% of my rent. So I will have to pay a little over $400 a month now instead of $60 a month.
Okay.
Hey man.
First of all, $4,000 worth of food.
That makes no
stamps a month.
sense. That makes no sense. Why are you getting that much? How are you even getting that much? How
Yeah,
many kids do you have?
normal family. I know down in Mississippi with 3 to 4 kids only getting $200, $300 something a month.
I can't really say that because I think I know. Listen, it's people getting more. I know for a fact. Again, just
I mean,
for
they
me,
may,
when
but I'm just.
my little 2-3 months on food stamps, yeah, I was getting 300. Just me by
I'm
myself.
just saying.
But that is crazy.
I'm like,
$4,000. There's no
and then
way
you,
anybody
but
should be
you,
getting that.
but then you hear
Unless
what she
you
said.
are running some type of foster system or something like that. Yeah, there's no way you should be getting no $4,000 in stamps. And everything
And
that
what
she
she gonna
did
say?
is like she got from the government. She said cash assistance, the food stamps, and it was something else.
Yeah. But did you hear her say, just because I'm making money off of TikTok?
Yes, you have to file that, heifer. So once you file it and they see that you making money off of this, even if it's just $20,000-$30,000, yes, they're
Yeah.
going down. They going down. You getting all these other benefits, and if she on there, she probably on like Medicaid. Nah, you tripping.
Man,
Meanwhile,
don't get mad.
I was out there trying to figure it out. I asked for assistance. They laugh at me. Like, this doggone money I'm making at this point, when rent on a 1-bedroom apartment is $1,300 to $1,500.
Well, you on hood and you got a $40,000 new BMW.
Yeah, there's no way. There is no way.
I'm like, I don't know. If I mean, I just grew up knowing that people weren't getting paid that much in food stamps.
Nah, you ain't never seen nothing like that. $4,000 is crazy.
So I'm like, these motherfuckers over here bullshitting with these AIs and all this kind of shit. Cause, bro, that's ridiculous.
I don't even know if it's true because 4,000 just seems crazy.
Yeah.
Unless you got like some foster system going on, because they, you can add them on it. There's no way. $4,000 in the state of Michigan sounds crazy.
Yeah, but that would be verified. They're gonna check your financials, see what kind of money you got coming in.
Oh yeah. And if you get to the point where you stayed on them assistance and they can clock it back to when you actually start working, you're gonna have to pay that back.
Oh, it was another woman that she was getting it, and now her kids don't stay with her, and I guess her husband used her ex-husband used her somehow, and started getting it for because the kids stayed with him. I guess I don't know how, but he started getting it. So she didn't get it. She was like, "Why does he need it? Just because he got the kid? I need it. I haven't worked for what you say, 20-some years or some shit like that."
Is that by choice?
Or
do you got something medically going on? I think is the proper question.
Then she gonna say she had disability, right? But then she said she owed 48. They told she owed $48,000.
What?
Right? She had to pay that back, right? Because I guess she was getting money when there were no kids in the house.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah. So, and then this one I really didn't want to believe because She said, and then her tax return, I don't get that back. A $40,000 tax return, and I don't get that back. I'm like, hold on. You
How
ain't
you
working.
getting that much?
I said, all right, now. I said, now they just put shit out here to be putting shit out here.
Yeah, that's gotta be she trolling.
Yeah, she
Like I
got
said,
me. So I'm saying, like,
I
ain't
called
no way.
BS on the $4,000 in food stamps. Like I said, she had to show
Yeah,
me that she got about 10 kids in that house.
yeah.
That's the only way
And
you're gonna be sitting there getting
got
that
none in
much.
there. She frauding, and the motherfucker caught her ass. That's what
But
that
I be
was.
saying
She
that
was
out here
fraud.
though. Like it be people out here in BMW, new Genesis and stuff like that. Like y'all should not be out here. Y'all should not be out here if y'all doing that. Be killing me doing this, man. I'm sitting there looking around, like, I'm like, shoot, it's Benz is pulling up. I'm like, but y'all know y'all hood rich.
Hey, gotta get it while the
Y'all
getting is
people, y'all
good.
people. Because
Get it
that's the
while the
nigga
getting is
side.
good. Get it how the game should be.
Messed around and got a C class already squealing. Only about 7 years old. It's pretty nice too, though. But
Hey,
yeah,
but
it's squealing already.
that'd be the crazy part. Let me get me. Oh yeah, I got me a thing. Oh, I got me a Sadie. 2 months later, you that sucker crank up and all you hear, like, damn, you got it in the oil in this.
Mud got a little knock to it. I don't know that rod knock. Oh, I don't know. It might be one of your pistons or something like that, boy. What you been?
Yeah.
But look though, that's why, like I tell people all the time, dog. This is like the worst time of year to drive. Like tax season hit. Like somebody was laughing when I told them this. I said, no, stay away from people, like especially like the little young ones. But I said altogether, stay away from people who got 30-day tags on their car. It's just like, bro, because they half of them a little younger. That's their first time at something a little newer. You know what I'm saying? If it is like a later model car or whatever like that, so they hit the gas and they feel a little more power than what they had in a 93 Civic. And dog, they drive like they racing everywhere. Like cutting in and out of car, but that's just the thing now. And I can't, let me be real. I was doing it. But I was doing it in my 96 Honda Civic, you know what I'm saying? I was like, it was a race car. Like that's how I built it. That's how I, you know what I'm saying? So I hit the interstate. Yeah, that's what I was doing. But
and that goes back shit. When I was coming up, I ain't had no car. Well, people I knew, that was their thing. They had these car Audis and stuff. Or whatever they had, they did something to it. So they, even if that sucker was sputtering, they were hauling at.
That's my dad. I'm trying to tell you. That's my dad. Look, don't care what you got. I mean, I remember when I drove my Nissan Maxima up there. He was just like, we about to drive your car. Mind you, he had a Jag at this point. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, all right, we'll pile up in my old Maxima. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie to y'all, my Maxima was clean. It was nice. Like I got so many offers off that car. It was ridiculous. But anyway, yeah, we get in the car. We over there like on the street that we grew up in on Wallace. Get to that little stop sign because green, what is it? No, that's MLK. Martin Luther King, you're kind of busy, so sometimes you do gotta hit it. Nah, I knew what he was doing. I knew exactly what he was doing. And matter of fact, this is before we even left. He was in it by himself. He got up there to that stop sign. All you hear is, I said, this nigga. From the stop sign making a turn, he just spin the tires. I said, oh, this nigga. He come back around there, like all you hear up the street is, whoa. Whoa. I said, what is he doing? He was like, yeah, man, this ain't bad. Nigga, you gotta buy it now. The world. If he ever seen me doing that in this Jag when he first got it, he might try to tackle me.
Hey, Dad says, we'll see what my son car got. I know he probably trying to tear
Man,
my shit
even
up.
that day that he was like, I don't know what was going on with his car, but I had to take him to work. We both worked in Libertyville. We worked for the county. This dude, this dude gonna sit there. He was like, I told him, I said, no, you go ahead and drive, because I don't really know where his shop at and everything. He sit there getting my little Kia. Bruh. I'm like, Pop, it's a 4-cylinder, bro. Like, what you doing? Bro, I was sitting there like, yo, he over there switching lane over there in the driver's seat just as happy as what you doing, yo. I think he got out the car before he even put that mug in park, to be honest with you. Like, all right, son, see you later. I'm like, dang, man.
He was late.
Yeah, he was pushing it too.
He was late. Then he was like, shit, I ain't drove no car like this in a minute.
All
My
right.
car ain't that fast no more.
Nah, that Jag still got that power though. I still like I can't keep it just take a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So you gotta lay into it,
then it'll catch on. But when that mud go, it still got that sound to it that I love, bro.
So it's like the Tahoe. Put your foot all the way in it, it just then when it started creeping on up there.
Oh no. It's
then.
only like, I don't know. I think it's like a computer issue or something like that. I think he had said he got his differential done too long ago, but it's just like when you hit the gas, it'll kind of like do like this little like it's trying to get its brain together. And then like it's only like literally when I say like a second or two, like it don't go right away. Like if you put your foot into it to kind of think about it, and then it'll just jet. Like it's still got the power. But yeah, that mug.
Oh, I like this motherfucker.
Yeah, he was over there because he was thinking about just getting another car. So he had sent me a Maxima, but it was like I think like a 2015, 2016, one of them models. It's just like, what you know about these cars? I was like, they just like mine, pretty much just the same motor and everything, but just a little more upgraded. But I was just like, yeah, I actually wanted one of them mugs.
You gotta get something. You got to worry
He
about
know I
crazy
trust Nissans though. They pretty cool. You do right by them, they'll do right by you.
Man, who you tell?
But
I got mine.
What's that?
I got to figure out mine. I don't hear no rattling or nothing. I just know I can kind of tell it might be leaking from the gas, tear gas.
What's that?
So I'm gonna have to get my truck. I'm gonna have to get the.
You still got getting like a coolant leaking?
No, it coming from the gas. I'm thinking it's oil. You know how you get that around the head gas? You know how you get that little, so it look like wet spot, but it ain't water. And you know it could be oil coming out of there.
Yeah.
That stuff have been hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. Some gonna leak.
And what year is it?
That's 07.
07? Yeah.
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 So it's
so
due
I
for
mean it's about time to start doing stuff like that.
Yeah, it's that time. Just gotta find somebody to do it. I'm gonna look it up, see if I can do it. If I can do it, then shit. If it's only just that.
The only reason I got my
I'll open it. If I open it up and looking in, it look funny. I'm gonna go back and what's this?
No. Hey, somebody come do that.
You like, this some bullshit.
Yeah, I do.
Like I said, ain't no knocking
before I do some stuff.
Hey, boy. Hey, sometimes
Like, I
you
think
say
my
yourself
car might
a
need
whole
some
bunch
motor
of
mounts
money.
though. Like I've been trying to get a smooth shift for a minute, and I'm like, you know what? This mud might need some motor mounts or something like that. Because I'm
Right.
like, it's like no matter how I'm shifting, I'm still getting too much of a
In
little
that shape,
jerk in between them. Yeah.
rattling
The
road.
only one that don't do it is, going in the fourth and going in the fifth. But first to third, well, first
Yeah.
is cool.
Mhm.
But then once you
Mhm.
go into second and third, you kind of get more of a little, I don't know, it's weird. So yeah, I'm like, it's a 08.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It might need some motor mounts, bro.
Check mine out. I'm gonna look at it, see what it takes just to check the gasket.
Mm,
Shit, if I can do that myself, hell, so be it.
right.
Shit, I don't mind doing shit like that because it's on the top of the motor. So
Right. You ain't gotta do nothing too crazy.
yeah, I can deal with that. Now they over there, I opening some other shit going on. Hey, look here. Hey, let me put that gasket back on there.
Yeah, the job, we be seeing some folks, man, you pull off that oil cap, like, bro, it's sludge in here. Oh, the coolant too. Pull out that coolant cap. One car had rust all in it. And he was just like, yeah, just go ahead and do me a coolant exchange. They was just like, look, we don't even want to touch this, to be honest with you. Like, it looks like a whole lot of rust. But yeah,
Take that shit out there, and then you go put the new shit in there, and that motherfucker get off the parking lot, be like, bloop,
right.
bloop, bloop.
Knock
And
some
they
more
be like,
rust
hey,
loose in this doggone.
y'all messed up my car. No,
Shit was
motherfucker.
tore up. That's why we document everything in there. Notate everything. Did you see that video I
Don't
had sent you
blame.
with the dude with the hood? That was in the notes, not in the notes, but on Instagram. The young dude talking.
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all, this is crazy. But he learned it from somewhere. So yeah, here it is.
I ain't got no goals. I was born to stay in the hood.
Are you gonna stay in the hood for the rest of your life?
I might.
How you gonna make money?
The government gonna take care of me. All I gotta do is have 8 kids and I'm Gucci. Do you know how much food stamps I could get with 8 kids? The hood is the land of opportunity. I could get a chopped cheese, Chinese food, and Don Julio on the same block.
Yo, nah, we're done.
That's got to be a scam.
Don
I don't
Julio.
know what's going on with that, but he not lying. That's the bad part about it. What I'm trying to figure out, like this kid looks, I don't know, he might be like 12. You know what I'm saying? Why do you
Damn.
know all of this? Like, why?
Somebody taking them out on the strip. Oh, hey.
Nah,
Hey,
he
man, let
learning
me
that
go
from
show you.
somebody in that hood. Maybe his mama, maybe the neighbors, but like, why do you know all this information?
That's what I'm saying.
You gonna
He
go out
walk
there and just
around.
have 8 kids? He was like, well, I'm gonna be Gucci.
I'm like, first of all, I was that age. I don't think about no goddamn kid.
Nah,
8 kids.
this dude. I was just like, I
I think
cannot.
back now, our household trying to raise 8 kids. My mom would have been crazy.
I mean, my granddad and they had, it was 7 of them. It was
Oh, but
7
then
of
I really can't say because my aunt had 12,
them. Yeah,
12 or 13.
my grandma.
And she used to have to, and they always wanted me to spend the night. But I was always thinking, like, I already got a lot of people to feed and I can eat.
Right.
And I'm like, no. She used to always say, no, come on over. So, boy, I'll tell you, everybody in that family could cook. They could cook. All my mama's sisters, oh, they could cook. Uncles, too.
Yeah.
Huh?
Really. I mean, I've definitely had cookout food. I don't know who cooked what. Them folks down in Georgia. Let me tell you something, but I do know, I believe it was my Uncle Bubba who had get them ribs. I ain't gonna lie, them probably about the second best ribs I'd have never had. Man, I tore them ribs up. And then he had them in like this little heater cooler kind of thing. Like it looked like a cooler with like a little door on it or whatever, but it was used to keep food warm.
Oh,
Anyway, yeah, you
I'm
open
fucking
that,
them
you
up.
pull like the little chair up. I mean, tray out and everything like that. Man, I got me a couple of little ribs off of that. And I remember before I knew them bone, I'm over there chewing on the bone. I'm like, bruh. You're like, God
Hey,
damn,
that
it's some
last
more
little
in there.
piece on there.
Yeah. They was like,
Let me
it's
get
some
that off
more
of there
in
too.
there. He did a whole bunch of them. I was just like, look, I'm gonna go ahead and just take that whole pan. It's enough ribs in this mug. You know what I'm saying? Still left, even if I do take this whole pan for y'all for about 2 weeks. Like that's how much he did.
Man,
But yeah, them ribs were
my boy
so
said he's
fire.
in there just he said there's some more in there. Oh, okay.
Man, listen, I ain't know everything in there was ribs. He said, "No, that whole thing is ribs. Like 4, 5 pans of ribs up in that mug."
Man. And boy gonna be over next weekend. I might go and get me some ribs ready.
Who
We
was
got a
that?
tomahawk. Might put that tomahawk Rob.
Oh yeah. You said who?
Rob, he'll be over that Saturday.
Oh, I thought you said
Next
Rodney at
Saturday.
first. I was just like, what?
Oh boy, no, that's the lost cause, man. My
Look, I
boy's
was like,
soul
what?
gone.
Yeah,
My
Rodney
boy's
talked that
soul gone.
he talked that mess now, and then watch I move back to Charlotte, and he ain't gonna be nowhere to be
Yeah,
found.
that's one thing I'm gonna tell you right off the rip. That nigga tell me something, I be like, all right, dog. Then you ask him about it. Oh man, because I ain't talked to him since we supposed been calling him that night. Well, I mean, we called him.
Yeah, I even hit him up beforehand, and I was like, "Yo,
Well,
me and
he
Dirk
done
be on
talked.
at
He
this
done
point."
called and talked to Rob. I said, oh, okay. He understand why he ain't called me. Oh, he know I'm getting this shit. Cause he gonna tell us to call him, and we do it. You don't answer. Okay.
Yeah, he replied to my text, but once I said, "Yeah, me and Dirk gonna get on around this point in time, whatever like that," and yeah, he ain't reply after that.
No, he Rodney don't. It just sometimes he just drop
Contracts, right?
shit and go do something else. Almost like he got a what they call it when you just get focused on on one thing, but then all of a sudden your focus shift real quick.
ADHD.
Man, he got something. Oh, boy, he'll tell you this in a minute. Next
What
thing
I
you know,
am.
he done forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, that was me. Still is me to a certain extent, I guess. But the meds help.
Nah, you good now.
Yeah,
You're a lot better now.
the meds help.
You're a
But
lot better.
you was there any other updates on this Gene Hackman and his family?
Nah, they just said with no
Yeah,
signs
last
of
thing I
carbon
seen, they
monoxide
said
poison.
they did say carbon
They
monoxide.
said, nah, they said with no signs of it.
Really?
Yeah,
That
with
was
no
the first
signs
thing
of
that was clearly it wasn't just me. That was the first thing I thought about.
yeah, and they
And I
said
was
that
just
was the
like, the
first
whole
thing they
family
checked.
dead. I said, that's carbon monoxide, right? It's got to be.
And they were like, there was no sign, there was no kind of leaks in the house. They said it's gonna take about probably 3-4 weeks for they get anything for the blood work back.
Mm.
And they said they going through the house, they didn't see no kind of wounds on them, no kind of
Well, at first when
marks or anything.
the way that they labeled it at first, That's what I was thinking. I was like, it don't sound like nothing crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Like, it won't know.
And they were
Yeah,
just
so.
speculating by saying that they may have, it may have been a case of, just say his wife may have fallen in the bathroom and knocked her, because it said it was a heater laying next to it. So she would have maybe fell and the heater hit the heater, and say it was some pills all over the floor. But they were like blood pressure and thyroid.
Mm.
And they say find him, he was just laid out with his cane and nothing else.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like when I had read it at first, that was the first thing that came to my mind. I was just like, it sounds like carbon monoxide, like unfortunately, but yeah, I don't
Yeah, they
really
just
know.
they say it'll be a minute before they get the tox report back,
Okay,
before they know if it was anything anything they ingested or whatever.
gotcha.
Cause the dog too. So I'm like,
Yeah, no, that's what I was like. There's a whole family. Like I was just like, dang, that's crazy.
they said one
That's
dog
crazy.
was dead, but it was two other dogs were still alive.
Mm.
Um,
Mm. All right,
They
I got
said
to
it
do
could have
something
been
real
there
quick.
for weeks. Go ahead, cause your sister over here.
Oh
I
yeah, I
don't
got
know
to
what
take these
she do.
contacts out. They too dry. All right, y'all, we'll
Put
be
some
back.
water on them then.
It don't work like that, fool. Shut up.
Cry.
We'll be back.
Go somewhere and cry.
Nobody doing that. They dry, nigga.
Go in the corner and cry, man. Your tears will
Man,
wet them
shut
up.
up. Ah, yeah, we back. But no, what were you saying about Chad?
He's gonna be on First Take too with Stephen A. and
Like
Shannon.
on a full time thing?
I think so, cause he said he had a new job, and then he ended up saying that was his new job.
Oh, fancy.
Oh, oh Lord, they gonna have both of them. They already got the podcast. Now they finna be working again. Oh boy, I
Yeah.
mean, but dang, that'll be awesome. And then where they be sitting, they don't even be in the studio with each other.
Oh, you talking about Chad and
No, I'm talking about on First Take, because they always got them. Well, yes they do. Yes they do. I
I'm
keep
about to
forgetting
say
that
I ain't
when
seen First Take in a
they
minute, but I was
show,
like,
yeah, when they show them, I think they, when they focus it, like if Stephen A. talking, they do just put their pictures side by side instead of showing the whole
mm-hmm.
desk. Yeah,
I mean, they could be in different
but
spots, but I
yeah,
think
when they have a guest, somebody else from another studio, then they'll do the same way. But even if they got them in the same area, they still put. Cause he'll be like, I want all them pictures up. Stephen A. will say, I want Shannon and Wendy up on the screen with. All right, all
mm-hmm.
right, all right, here we go. I was like, oh Lord.
Yeah, the way everybody been kind of mimicking him has been hilarious.
No,
Just picking at him.
what's the name? Which one that Kale? What's the name? Keenan or Kale?
I
They were
don't know.
mocking him on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, that was probably Keenan, the one that's always on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keenan.
I hate to say this, but the heavier
The
set.
fat one? Yeah, Keenan. I can see that. I'm fat.
I can too,
It's
but
okay.
I don't want people to think, Never mind.
Nigga want to
Never
be
mind.
big,
See, I
so
don't see.
bad. I don't understand it.
What you mean want to be?
I don't understand it.
You know what? I ain't gonna argue with you.
And you shouldn't.
I'm not gonna argue. I ain't here to argue.
All right, let's see what this was talking about.
Let me find her response. She says, and I quote, You have all become so numb, ungrateful, and disrespectful of the ability to reproduce and give life that abortion has become desensitized. You are so accustomed to seeing, hearing, and being raised by women who had to be the village after abandonment that society has normalized cowardly behavior. Now the blame is placed on the woman, on innocent babies, while the man is continuously protected. Let me fix that. It's not your fault, sis. It's your body, your choice, and your voice still matters. Although you may have seen your mother, aunts, or grandmothers handle this on their own, they were never supposed to, and neither are you. To the men who have lacked and continue to lack male representation, influence, and accountability, being a man doesn't start and stop with an erection. Being a father is not optional after bypassing the preventative measures available to you beforehand. Don't become what your fathers were to your mothers. Conceiving takes two. In that moment, both male and female have choices that determine the outcome of tomorrow. It's everyone's responsibility to make choices they can live with. She goes on to say, I'm happy with mine. My daughter is a gift, yada, yada, yada. Mm-hmm. Distinguished panel.
She's right.
She's absolutely right. She is.
All right. Yeah, so, yeah, like I was saying, the first dude that spoke, who was just like, yo, she's absolutely right. That's my dude. Like, I thoroughly, like, agree with Ish most of the time. I agree with him on this, though, but there's more to be said to this. And they get into this debate. They get into it. Like, the stuff that I'm thinking in my head or was saying in the car, they get to it at some point. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, yeah. But yeah, go ahead. What you saying?
And I'm wondering, the same dude, they asked him about being the face of the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he didn't want to be the face of the NBA. But well, now I understand why you don't want to be the face of the NBA. Because when you're that face, everything you do is looked at.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody can't be a LeBron to where you ain't got no fuck up.
But I mean, even being LeBron, you know what I'm saying? They tried to
But-
make scandal whether it was there or not.
And that's the thing. And there's nothing there. But that face of the NBA means you have to be that guy.
Yeah.
That whenever they
I'm
look
pretty
at
sure
you
he
and
probably
say something.
seen Ja Morant's situation was just like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Why would you want to be the face of the NBA? And then this pops up. And I'm like, this is crazy. And at the same time, I guess old boy and old girl broke up because somebody said, hey man, that's your mom. But Drea.
Oh.
So remember her, the dude she was dating was 20 something. Same age as son.
The funny thing about they brought that up in this conversation on the JBP, and you know, just trying to like use that, I guess, as a little bit of an example or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? That's just like with me. Like, I think at the age of 23, some people looked at me as being a little older. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people did, but at the end of the day, you still knew that I was 23.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that had kind of got brought up, but I'm just like, it is a different level of maturity. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, I don't know.
And with that, by him just saying, oh, I don't want to have nothing to do with the baby. Okay, that baby here now. And if you don't want to have nothing to do with him, she gonna do like every other mother. Hey, let me get this DNA test.
Mm-hmm.
This is the father. You gonna pay. That's it.
To be real with you, like,
and
she
instead
wrote
of him
all
taking
of that, my thing is like this. She wrote all of that, and this is where I keep saying, like, y'all can say what y'all want to say. To be honest with you, women got to start taking accountability for their actions. I'm not taking no heat or no blame off of the dude. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, you laid down unprotected. You know what I'm saying? And if you were protected and it just happened, hey, look, you still run that risk, and you know that when you lay down with somebody.
Yeah.
So I'm not
And that,
taking anything off of the dudes in the situation, but what I'm sitting there saying, like, is women can't be
I'm not gonna
the
praise her for what she did when
yeah, they can't
she
sit
had the
there and
same
solely
choice.
place that doggone, you know what I'm saying, blame on the man.
Yeah,
Because
she
the
had the
thing about
same
it
choice.
is your body and your choice. And we had this conversation before. So when it
Yeah,
comes down to the point where I'm just like, I want the child, but you like, no, I don't want this kid. I can't
and,
do nothing about that. But
and
if
what?
I sit there and I tell you that I don't want this child and you sitting there saying that you want it, I mean, listen, again, I ain't saying that it's right, but if he telling you that in the beginning and you know you got choices and options and everything, and he decides to just be the financial father that's just paying child support and don't want nothing to do with the child, you made your decision.
Yeah,
Again, not saying that it's right. But in her situation, what's so crazy about it is this ain't the first time. Like it was public news about a year or so ago that he was just like, yo, that's what they was in there talking about. Yo, just send me the pictures. Send me the pictures. Like he ain't want nothing else
yeah,
to do with it. Send me the pictures. Let me know. Like that was already in the public, and you turned around, slept with him, got pregnant, and decided to have a baby and want to be pressed about how he acting and saying,
yeah,
okay, we've gotten so desensitized towards, abortions and this, that, and the third. No, you flipping this. I
yeah.
understand what you're saying, but again, you need to take some accountability for
That's
the
right.
decision that you made.
Cause you had the choice of going ahead getting this support. You said that was
Or just not
un.
sleeping with him. It ain't even gotta be
Uh,
abortion.
but I'm looking at after the fact.
But even your mindset of going there and
Yeah,
you
yeah. I'm
know
just
what
saying.
was
Yeah,
public, you know what I'm saying? You could
yeah,
have made the decision not to do
yeah.
it.
But I'm just saying, once you did it, that decision, now you got another decision because now like it happened. So he said he don't want to have nothing to do with the baby. Okay, you still want to have it, and that brings, like you said, your body, your choice. You
Hey,
chose to
look,
keep it,
and I know I
and
sound like Riley off the Boondocks. At what point does personal accountability take place? Hey, listen, I know I sound like him right now, but hey, that's just how I
and
feel. Straight
and that's
up.
what I'm saying. She once he said, "Hey, I want to have I want to have nothing to do with it." Okay, and you said, "Well, I'm gonna keep him," and now you got both of y'all got a choice. Well, if you want to, if you didn't say it that now, you want to change your mind, you got it right then and there. If you don't, okay, cool, you going about your business, but you finna get them paper. Just so you know, you finna get them paper.
I'm not
Now, on the
mad
other
that
hand, she should get her share of the backlash too, because you knew what you were doing. You came when you went with him.
yeah,
You
it's
knew
just a
exactly what the hell you
tricky
was doing.
situation though. I just like my thing is always looking at it from the man's point of view. I mean, I do understand women. It's just again, I understand y'all body, y'all choice, y'all do what y'all want. But the second somebody say they don't want nothing to do with this child, again, let me be very clear. I'm not saying that he's right. Again, anytime you lay down with somebody, I mean, even with a
That,
vasectomy, as we've seen happen, you know what I'm saying? You run the risk of having a child. But you know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
It's just like, oh, y'all have to take some accountability. It take two to tango. Y'all caught
Yes.
that mug. You
Well,
know what I'm
what
saying?
in
And
this whole
y'all
situation,
chose also too. And that's what I'm saying. You can't solely just place the blame on the man.
you
He
know,
ain't just
that's-
slipped that mug up in there and was just like, up, no protection. Here we going. You cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? You was clearly cool with this too.
and you just sit there. Oh well, I don't want to get pregnant. I ain't got no condom. Okay. Hey, if you get pregnant, I won't have nothing to. Hey, it's your baby. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. You go get this. Okay. Well, no, I'm not. I'm gonna keep it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, like you said, be accountable. Oh, now you want to keep this baby. He don't want to have nothing to do with it. So now you're gonna have your baby growing up with a father who don't want to have nothing to do with that baby.
Yeah. And that's a lot of the things too. And again, this is where
And
we come
that's the
back and we
part
place
that's going,
that blame on the man.
that
This is
but
what we
that's
have
part
to.
gonna hurt the mom because, like you said, she had that choice.
Yeah.
But if you that man done told you, hey, I'm not gonna be in that child's life. I don't care. I don't want to be a part. Now you gotta explain to that child when they get old enough every day, hey, your daddy don't want to have nothing to do with you. Why, mom? Then she ain't gonna
In
say what
some
she
ways,
should have did, or she ain't gonna tell the whole truth. She just gonna say he a bastard. And he don't want to have nothing to do with you.
I ain't gonna say all would do that.
Nah, I'm just saying that point. She gonna be like, he ain't shit. He ain't want to have nothing to do with you.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll be the thing
And
I
like you said,
chose.
instead of her saying, babe, son or daughter, I'm sorry. This is
Yeah,
my
that
fault too. She ain't gonna say that. She just gonna put it
that'll
all on
never
him.
happen.
No,
That'll
it ain't.
never happen.
It ain't. But man, that's good. Bro, you making money. You one of the top players in the NBA.
But yeah, I don't even think it's about the whole money thing. Cause I mean, from
No,
what
no,
it
I'm
sounds,
just saying for his decisions.
he a young dude.
You okay? Them young dudes. How old were you when when you were told?
What's up?
When you were told to wrap it up? How old were you?
I mean,
Mm,
yeah, but that still don't mean that I was doing it every time.
I I understand that, but what I'm saying is, if you were told that, and then you knew that mistake had happened, and you were going to have there's a possibility.
Yeah, no, it seems like he does not care. He don't care about that. He's like, look, I'll pay. That's cool. I just don't want to have nothing to do with him. He
Okay.
seems like he's perfectly fine with that.
Whew.
Like he sat there and said, "Hey, send me the picture. Send me what you got to send me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do what you got to
Wasn't
do."
that the
Like
first one though?
yeah, that was the first one.
Okay, what about the second?
Again, you not understanding what I'm saying. He doesn't care.
I know that. Well, I'm just saying, when you like, the first one, he like, send me pictures.
Yeah. And the second one, he pretty much sounded
Second
like
one,
he
he was
doing the
like,
same thing.
nah, I don't want no pictures. I don't want nothing to do
Like,
with it.
regardless of how he
Damn.
doing it, you know what I'm saying? Regardless as to how he doing it, he still sound like he really don't want nothing to do with neither one of them. He just don't care. Like I said, he's a young dude making millions, and he just like it is what it is.
That's what you would do, huh? Young dude.
I mean, listen, I can't tell you what I would have did if I was that much money up. I couldn't tell you.
Call. We do
That's what I'm
agree.
sitting there
We do
saying,
agree
like
that both parties are
equally accountable in this
equally
situation. That's
accountable.
I keep saying. They not gonna
And
say that. They not gonna agree with that. But that's just how
mm-mm.
I feel.
and I'm gonna say this: there are some young other young NBA players out there that ain't in that situation.
that was your point.
Yeah, they're not in that situation.
Yeah. Listen again. Like I had said earlier,
Uh,
like maturity does not sometimes come with age. They young folks. Some of them decide
Yeah,
just to be out there
y'all
and
just
keep
going
they.
out here. Y'all just going out here having babies and shit.
Ain't no y'all. I'm 33 with none, bro. The hell? Yeah, nah.
Oh, that's what I was looking for right there.
Nigga, please. I don't know who y'all is.
Oh, my boy spoke up fast, boy. No, ain't no young nigga.
Yeah, nah.
But no, we do agree on the same. Yeah, it's both parties. Accountability is both sides. So
Yeah, nah, they gotta
either
get it
one, both
together.
of them,
I'm just
they
tired because
okay.
it's just
They'll
this is gonna be another thing that sit there and like really like if it is a deep dive into it. I don't know. Like I said, I ain't been paying attention to social media for real. So,
Ain't
but
no deep dive. This shit been
nah,
happening.
but that's what I'm saying. Some people sometimes, stuff like that to be enough to start a gender war. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just been what's going on lately. It's been the gender wars thing. But at the end of the day, bruh, like y'all have to see and understand how some of y'all decisions y'all gotta again, and this is not me taking nothing off of the niggas. But all of
And
y'all
that
that sat
damn
there
sure
and
ain't taking
loved the
nothing off
little
the
street
women either.
niggas, and y'all knew that he was gonna still be in the streets, and y'all still wanted to be with him because the bad boy situation was appealing, because that was what was hot in our community, as far as like all the little ghetto love songs and everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, now all of a sudden Sierra and Russell get together, and now everybody talking, I want my right. It's been a Russell by every woman's side. I guarantee you, if you sit down and you talk to a woman, there has been a Russell by her side at
Yeah.
all times.
Yeah.
She just went the other route. He was too nice.
Yeah.
He
Well,
wasn't exactly my type. You know what I mean?
What the fuck is too nice? I'm sorry from cussing.
Hey
What
man,
the
listen.
hell is too nice?
Most of the
If a
women that
man
I talk
respects
to
you
has had
and
a
treats you,
Russell somewhere in their life.
man, that's the same if a woman comes to your life. She respects you and treats you with respect. And you know all of it. You know she's for you. And y'all kicking it. Even if you ain't married yet. Or don't get married. Y'all kicking. And then what you gonna say? Oh,
Nah, I'm about to play devil's advocate right here.
she's
Actually,
too
not
nice.
even
And then you're gonna
play.
say, you're gonna be like, she's too nice.
I don't ever think it's too nice of me. Like I like a nice woman. Like I ain't the one that's with all the I need a woman with a little bit of
Like,
attitude, and I'm cool on that. I'm alright.
yeah,
I want her to have a
yeah,
backbone, of course.
yeah, I mean,
Like
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But I don't want no doormat. Like bitch,
yeah.
make me a plate.
Come back too nice with that plate. You be like, yeah, what I'm talking about then.
And boy, some
Now,
antifreeze in
now,
that
dear. Hey,
mug. Look.
now, dear. You enjoy it. You like, fuck this shit.
Yeah, nah.
Nigga, let me get this Rice Krispie treat.
I'm right. Go ahead and get that rice cake and go walk on over there to the bedroom. It's cool. It cool. Matter of fact, McDonald's y'all delivering.
Hey, oh, they go start that night. We wake up that morning on the way out the house. Hey, I'm going to get me something to eat. Fuck this shit.
Be over there contemplating everything at the same
Hell
time.
yeah.
Walk in the garage. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just take her car. She might have clipped my brake line or something. That bitch crazy.
She
Matter
too
of
nice. She was too nice after I said what I said.
hey,
Too
look.
nice. Take my ass out of
Yeah,
here.
no, man, I'm good.
Like,
But nah, like I was sitting there as you was talking, like I was just sitting there thinking. I was just like, I've done that. You know what I'm saying? I've done that before. Not like she too nice. She just, I don't know. Like I don't even know if I really want a housewife for real. Like I like a hustler.
yeah,
You know what I
I'm gonna tell
mean?
you.
I
I'm
would
tell
love to
you.
give the option to stay home and be the housewife and everything like that. But I like a woman that's out there passionate about something that she do. I mean, of
Yeah.
course, you know what I'm saying, make time for me,
Hey.
But nah, most of the ones that I bumped into that really like trying to be like on me like that, most of them, I ain't gonna even lie to you, it's like 80%. They just seem like, I don't know, the ones that are just ready to be a housewife. Like this is gonna sound so crazy. Like the super submissive ones. Like half the time they already moms. Like it's
True
just
that.
be like they ready for like marriage, the housewife thing, the white picket fence, and I'm like, bro, I'm not ready to slow down just yet.
Don't be, don't be
What
ready to
around
slow
you got
down
going
until you.
on? You got a heartburn or something?
No, I'm telling you, I pick this motherfucker up and bring it to my chest. I just get a like it. Some
That's where
here,
your heart at,
not
nigga.
a, not a, no, not no,
Man,
nothing
need
like
to
that.
check your
It's
pulse.
almost like a joint need to be popped.
Yeah, what you got
Yeah,
that
I
sound
know.
like I've done that. I've done something like that before, but when I was feeling like that, it was a pulled muscle.
Mm, not most.
This was years ago though. Like I was still like a teenager.
No, I can fit. It's something with my with bones, joints, something. It feels not rubbing together, but like it just you know how when you have like some people hand need to just crack. They need to crack their knuckles or whatever.
Now mine don't ever need to be cracked. I just
Or
do it.
some people have where they arm have a little thing, and once they pop it or whatever, and it feels a
That's a
lot better.
locking thing. I mean I've had that happen.
All I know that's the way it feels, and it ain't no crazy pain, no shit like that.
Yeah.
I ain't never had gas like that, but I know people have. But no,
Shit, I know I have. We ain't gonna talk about like
no,
flatulence up
we
here.
gonna go on
But
back to what we were talking about. So you can we hell no.
Time about none of that. But
But no, man,
but yeah,
it's
no. Women, it's kind of different though. Like mine ain't that. Like I like a nice woman. I just don't.
yeah.
Like I said, it's weird. I'm not. I don't know if I'm quite ready for somebody who's like really ready to like. And I know that sounds crazy for me to say at 33. And that's why I think I struggle to kind of deal with women with kids though. Because I kind of want that first experience to be our first experience, and then I kind of want to
yeah,
be able to enjoy each other when what
and
I'm
I
saying
think
we come together for real.
a lot of people, either it's the woman or the man in that situation, I think they feel that way.
Yeah, it ain't
And
just me not wanting to deal with your kid.
yeah,
Like it ain't even got nothing to do with the kid. To be honest with you, it's more so about the other parent. Like,
yeah,
what is the relationship with this going on, or whatever the case may be. But
man, that
yeah, for me, it's just more so like I want to be able to date you. Like it's different dating a parent. You can't just sit there and say, "Hey, look, you know what I'm saying? Let's meet up here this Saturday afternoon." Oh, look, now I got to find a sitter. I got to make sure such and such is available to kind of, you know what I'm saying, keep an eye on.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't just say, "Hey, look, let's plan this trip," because now I might be having to pay for 3 instead of 2, or we might have to try to
yeah,
figure out little sitter plans for a week when it comes
yeah,
down to her kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have kids. And then like women be sitting there be looking at me crazy when they got 3 kids and saying they don't want no more. I'm not trying to be offensive, but I'm gonna come into this and deal with your kids. You saying that you
yeah.
don't want no more,
Why can't we deal with our child and your kid, who
but again, if I
will
got
one
into
day
that
become?
situation
Yeah, yeah, I see.
and you know what I'm saying, if I got into that situation, you had already told me that, and then I'm thinking I can convince you, I'm doing the same thing that I say women do all the time. Oh no, I can change him. He good. Y'all keep saying he this, but I know he a better man than that. Go ahead and try to change this man. Make him good. I'm gonna rub his back at night and everything. You rubbing his back, meanwhile another woman rubbing his other parts.
It's Johnson Johnson.
His no places.
Hey,
Yeah, man. So
yeah,
like that be me. I'm over here mad now because I, thinking I can convince her to have another one, and she held strong for about 5. Now
yeah,
I'm over here resenting myself because I allowed myself to go in this. She told me what it was in the beginning.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I just
yeah. That now that if you continue after you already know and you know you want something different,
yeah.
then that's on you.
Yeah, so I really be sitting there saying like I don't know. It's and then here like Virginia, it's just A little harder to
Oof.
find. Like you got to go to. Like I said, I ran into a lot of it in Charlotte. Like when I was living down there, ran into it a lot. To where you'll meet a woman, they don't have kids, but Charlotte was like one of them newer major cities that everybody was flocking to, and a lot of times it was like millennials that ain't had no kids.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a nice little dating ground around there between there and Raleigh.
I've been in that situation a few times. Yeah.
Yeah, but the older I get,
I got some wonderful kids out of it, so I'm cool with it. I'm cool.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Again, I'm not
like you
against
said,
it.
it's like you said, I think it's all timing. Like you said, you would have wanted that experience with, but if she don't want to, then that's something once you know beforehand, you can go another way. Or if you proceed, then you can't be mad or resentful because you knew the situation.
No, you can still be resentful.
No, not if you knew the situation and you
No,
still
no,
went
no.
into it.
You can still be resentful. It don't mean you got to be resentful towards her. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you may feel some type of I mean, think of how many times that people start resenting something that they already knew. Like, man, I knew this was gonna happen.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? But
when I say like you just made a you just
you
said it.
should say you shouldn't be resentful, but people still be resentful. They do.
I know, but I'm just saying it as in if you knew, just
Oh, I get
say
what you're saying.
yeah.
I get what you're saying. That's why I said it's just a wording for me. That's all it was.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I
So
understand.
if it's just like okay,
You may not, in a sense, you I know what you're saying. You're still going to be that way, not
yeah.
towards that person,
You
but
was just like you can't be resentful. No, you can still be resentful. It don't mean that you should be, but you can still. Like I said, even when I had sat there and I said like I'm gonna end up resenting myself. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Because
because
that's just the thing. Like I already knew, and I came into the situation thinking that I could probably change your mind about something, and then I didn't. You know what I'm saying? So now you end up resenting it. Like, yeah, a lot of people end up like, you know what I'm saying? They low key be resenting themselves, but they gonna sit there and try to project that on the other person.
and yeah, that do be the fucked up part when you know the other person told you or
Right.
you told the other person
If I
right off
sat there and
bat.
said I didn't want to have kids, and then we get into the situation, and all of a sudden you want to have kids, and I'm sitting over there like I told you in the beginning, like I didn't want to do this, and then you sit there and try to turn that on me. You wasted my good year. I wasted what? I told you in the beginning I didn't want to have them.
Like,
What you gonna
goddamn it,
turn this on me?
Your good years are when you had the first two. Shit.
Man, listen.
Nah, hey,
Even
that
if they
cause
ain't got
you know
none.
you'll be saying some old hurtful shit when motherfuckers come at you wrong.
Yeah, it take a little minute. After a while, like you know what I'm
I
saying.
don't
If
care
I
who you are. If a motherfucker you been with somebody and they come at you with some hurtful shit, hmm.
yeah,
Especially when it's that situation and they throw something at you like, oh yeah, there's some hurtful shit coming back.
yeah, that's why I sit there and say like, and it's so crazy, like, cause everybody around me, they would be looking at me like I was crazy.
No.
When I sit there and I say, like, dude, I kind of shut down because I'm not really like too confrontational, so I'll shut down. And when I was telling people that, you know what I'm saying, it was one of them things where it's just like, oh, why didn't you, say something? Why didn't you go after him? Why didn't you do this? And I'm just like, do y'all understand how toxic y'all sound? Like you saying,
Hey,
nah, nigga, argue back.
yeah,
Nah, nigga, fight back.
yeah,
Nah, chase
no,
her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Be in the middle of the parking lot shouting and screaming at each other. Why y'all like this? Oh, so me
I know.
arguing with you shows you that I love you? Oh yeah, y'all need some therapy, yo.
Like, no. think we finna argue no more. Shit, we arguing this intent. No,
It's
we
gonna
ain't good
be
for each other.
a unilateral argument.
Yeah, we ain't good for each other. You might well
Yeah,
go
I
on
ain't
over
doing
there.
it.
I'm gonna go on over here, and when you leave tomorrow, come pick my shit up, and I leave.
Yeah, I ain't doing all that.
Cause I
It
ain't
seemed like
got time to be arguing. I ain't got time for that shit no more.
nah, I ain't
But
gonna do it.
it's pointless to argue.
Yeah, and just make sure if you want to get destructive, we at your shit.
Yeah,
You want to start throwing
don't
stuff and everything. Yeah, make sure we at your house.
and don't be talking. Where you at? I need to bring you. No, you don't need to bring me. Keep that shit. Keep it.
Mm-mm.
Or I be like, hey, I'm at the Walmart over here by the house. Bring it to me. Nah, I'll wait till you get home. Well, keep that shit. You ain't coming nowhere where I stay. No, keep that shit. Cause you up to no damn good. You that damn adamant of bringing it to my house? No,
I
no.
remember it was right like when I first moved to Charlotte. Yeah, girl had me walking like, riding around bumping Keisha Cole. I mean, I was. I should have cheated. I might as well have. As much as you accuse me of cheating, I might. Yeah, I was in that. Man, no, what? In business. Swear,
That
like,
was your
oh, huh?
that was your hey, mine was motherfucking Tank.
What's that?
What's that one from Tank? What's that hit Tank had at the time?
I don't know. I mean, he had a few of them. Yeah.
Damn.
Please don't
Yeah.
go.
Please don't go. Yeah.
Yeah, nah. That won't mine.
Hey,
I ain't do nothing wrong. I just, you know what I mean?
hey,
I
that was
was
my.
over
I was
there
like,
like,
oh,
man,
this
I
is
should have went out there and did something. You accusing me of doing everything, and I ain't even doing that. Had me literally over there. You must be guilty. But I couldn't really say nothing though, because
oh, you
I
was
don't
guilty.
know if she was guilty or not. But like, I honestly, my stuff just didn't look good. Like I knew in the moment it didn't look good, but still was just like I should have cheated. Should have did something. It ain't look good at all. I hadn't told this story before. That was about the one that was finding all the little women stuff around my apartment.
Oh yeah.
They were belonging literally to my cousins. Like right hand to God,
Hey,
it was
bro,
all my
it's
cousin
hard as
stuff.
fuck to prove that.
Yeah. Bruh. Yeah, ain't nothing I could have did about it.
Nothing.
But the
Cause
thing
you
about
can't
it
show a
is
birth certificate. You can't show shit.
I'm showing
Hey,
baby pictures.
this my cousin.
Like baby pictures
Yeah,
of us together.
whatever.
Yeah. I'm just like, I think the
Hey,
final straw, and if I sat there and I said this to anybody for real with no context, and I'm sitting there talking about my two cousins, the final straw was when she found the black lace panties and the heels beside the bed. See, if I just randomly said that to somebody, they'd be like, nigga, get out my face, yo. Like, stop. You ain't gotta lie no more. It's like I ain't
no,
even
what?
lying. I'm being
Hey, be
honest
like,
about it.
so what? Your cousin got some
Exactly.
incest
See, now
going
it
on?
sounds crazy, right? Sounds crazy. No, I let her and her friends. Oh, there was other bitches too. Oh shit.
Hey, ain't no way you can explain it. It's gonna sound fucked up either way.
Yeah,
But
she came
yeah,
here with like 4 of her friends. Oh, it was that many. Oh, okay.
so
Niggas over here
you
having an
motherfucker having
orgy.
a freak off up in here.
Then she gonna start
Yeah.
using your shit. T Diddy, huh? Yeah.
Hell no.
Oh man, nah. It wasn't good at all. Like, I couldn't even be mad at her. I'm just like, hey, it is what it is. But
Man, look.
yeah, it was just all bad after that. She tried to rock with me after a little bit, but yeah, I'm the one that ended it.
Well, that is That is a hole, man. And if you ever got back in good grace, boy, you should just
Yeah.
tried. I mean,
The only
that's
thing I
good.
did wrong was wanting to keep that part of my life separate from like family. You know what I'm saying? That was the only kind of like real mistake.
Yeah.
And I guess just like a lack of communication. Just like, hey, I got a cousin coming into town. Even if I did that and she's seen it, it's just like a cousin, huh? Like, what was you just covering up your tracks for when you got spotted out or something like that? You know?
No,
It
you
have
could have been like,
anything,
hey,
but
my cousin coming in town. Excuse me. Let's go. You want to go out? We all go out. You meet my cousin, hang
well, see,
out.
nah, that's the thing. That's what I'm sitting there saying. That's like I don't know. I always wanted to keep them parts separate until I knew what was going on. That's what I'm saying. That was like the only bad thing, like between that and the communication. Communication still would have went
Man.
south though. But you see, I tried to do that with the last one right before I
And see,
right before I left Charlotte.
see how the two flip flop.
That's what I'm saying. I tried to get her around, and then
The
when
other
Nia
one might
finally
have.
did,
The other
Nia
one might have. The first one might have been like,
oh
hey, she been like, oh, 'cause she probably came out and met everybody.
no, yeah, she would have. She would have.
That
Like
second
even this
one, though?
one now, even this one now, like she's the same way right now. And I like
When you gonna bring her over to the house to see your mom?
no time soon. I mean, listen, when I say no time soon, I don't know. I don't know. Who knows?
Hey, she know we do podcast.
She about to find out.
You better mark that.
I gotta mark that for. We didn't already had that conversation.
Oh shit!
I mean, look, you wouldn't. Hey, look, it's not too many females right now who would sit there and be like, "Come by the house, my son and everything over here too." You know what I'm saying? If you won't do that, why would I just bring you around my family? If you don't feel comfortable enough to do that part, why would I start bringing you around my family?
Yeah.
Friends,
Like,
okay,
hey.
cool.
Like, hey,
You know what I'm saying?
you can't come see the family. Nah, not that I can
Yeah,
see son.
you and I
See your
gotta
son.
build more of
Yeah.
a connection
But
here.
if y'all
you know what I'm saying?
y'all still talking, so it's that possibility.
Oh yeah, we had to have a nice little extensive conversation after that situation, and it was me literally trying to pull it out of her,
Oh, make her yeah, and
like to make
sometimes you
her
have to do
like
that.
kind of talk, and you know what I'm saying, and
Yeah.
like, dude, nah, let me tell you something. I don't ever want it to be to a point where you feel like you can't express how you feeling. You know what I'm saying? So if this is an issue, you need to say something because like what I'm experiencing is a lot of dryness. And I tell you now, once I start experiencing that, believe me, I match energy.
Yeah.
So
Hey, you
when you
hey,
stop getting these little good morning texts or you know, whatever the case may be, hey, look, that's on you. Just know this is what you did.
hey,
Because that's one
damn
thing I
sure
ain't
be
gonna
like,
do for
oh,
real. Like if I did something wrong, that's one thing. I might come and chase after you, especially if I'm like knowing I did something wrong. But if I ain't did nothing wrong in this situation, then you just got me chasing for nothing, bro. Like you want me to chase for nothing? No, I'm not doing that.
hey,
And then watch, it's gonna be some old bitter motherfucker that's gonna be out there talking about some, I miss the days when niggas was obsessed with women. No, we are. We just not playing this game with you no more.
yeah, we
Mushy
are,
ass niggas.
but we got sense about ourselves too.
Yeah,
You
if
know,
the ratio for men and women is still the same out there, we ain't stunting y'all. Not that one anyway.
there's no reason to go through hell and high water for somebody that ain't gonna do or
And what
don't
they
want
used to
do.
say, something like, you know, what was the saying? If they only making you an option, don't make them a priority or something like that. They used to sit there and say, hey, bro, listen.
You wanna, yeah.
Like I sat there, me and my mom used to have these conversations. I'm like, no, it goes both ways. Like, you know, now I think she understands what I was sitting there saying when I was talking about this. But I'm like, even when you're out, y'all constantly sitting there talking about a dude chasing y'all or approaching y'all or doing this. Y'all have to be approachable. It's a lot of niggas that's out here saying this at this point in time. Like, dude, y'all do not be approachable.
That's been Shit, years. That ain't
And
just
it's
some
just
shit
getting
that
worse
just
though.
popped up. Yeah.
But it's just getting worse though. Like, all right, so remember when we was out that night?
Yeah.
Old girl across the bar that I wanted to send a drink to.
Yeah.
She was giving signs. I don't care what nobody say from the beginning. Even when Dia was sitting there telling me not to send a drink or whatever, I'm like, okay, she over there arguing with the dude. Her dude left. She came back. We kind of like caught eye contact. Then even when I had went up there and started doing the electric slide, and the way she kind of looked back, I'm like, all right, wait a minute. But Dia and the bartender kept telling me like, no, don't do it. I'm like, all right. But the point I was trying to make is y'all just gotta be approachable, man. That's it. Like even when me and my boy Drew went out and they sent the beers over there, that is a little more just like, hey, I'm over here type thing, which I don't see nothing wrong with that. I don't see nothing wrong with it, but it was just a little out of the ordinary. Because I can guarantee you, it's gonna be some women that listen to this and be like, I ain't sending no nigga no drink.
Yeah, all because they want a drink.
Yeah,
keep their money. Sometimes
it must be nice to be a woman, dog, when you can just go out there and pretty privileged. You know what I'm saying? And niggas just buying drinks left and right. Cause them Amazonians definitely got what 1 or 2 shots off of me that night.
Bro, I was called a cheap motherfucker one night. So, oh, you gonna buy me a drink?
Nope.
I don't know you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, we can sit here and chill. You can get to know me. Nah, I'm cool.
And yeah, exactly. I'm good.
Nah, I'm cool. So your first line is you buy me a drink. That's my first sign. Your first line, my first sign. I'm finna move along. Goddamn it, now I ain't finna buy you no damn drink. And I done seen you over there with Tony and Padre. Fuck no.
Said Tony and Padre. Nigga, where them days come from? Where you living at? Tony Padre. You sure want Pedro?
I had to add that too. Because everything ain't but no, I'm just you no act first thing come out your mind buy me no.
So
you ain't know my name. Ask me to buy you a drink.
Nah, I did get that one night and I was kind of upset, you know what I'm saying? Because like I don't know, like I can understand when you out of town. And when I mean out of town, I mean like on vacation. Like again, Cancun. It don't matter what spot you went off that resort. The second they heard you talk, they flock to you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, an American. Yeah. Like now I'm getting charged triple for a lap dance. That is crazy. I heard it was all cheap down here. I gotta learn some Spanish. Just
that motherfucker. Peace pipe.
Hey, ¿qué pasó?
Hey, ¿qué hora es?
Hey man, listen. But yeah, nah, like that brought me to this though. Like so I don't know. The chick said the man was giving low effort after he sent her $30 for lunch. Yeah. So dude texted her good morning. She replied back good morning. That was at 11:17 that morning. That same day at 3:54, he sent her $30. And he put in there, he said, I know it ain't much, but lunch on me. This heifer had the nerve to send it back and say, you don't have to do that. Thanks, though. Right? But that was her reply to him. See, this will be tripping me out. Like, y'all in social media, y'all just be doing stuff for attention, right? And I know, us even talking about it right now is kind of even giving it attention, but I won't say who it is. So anyway, like she then goes to social media and she types up there pretty much, honestly, I'm so over low effort. Just keep it fucking. So what was niggas giving you before? Like we was sitting over there having this conversation.
Yeah, so yeah, what the fuck were you giving before?
Yeah.
You turning that shit down. Hey.
Because my mom had kind of brought up this thing, I guess that was on Tamron Hall. I forgot who she said was on there. I forgot who she said had made the comment, but she was pretty much like, "Oh, Kendra G." You know who Kendra G is?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chicago. Was her big job was, working 107.5 WGCI in the morning.
Oh.
Nah, up in Chicago, food. That's the radio station.
I thought you said the pole. My bad.
But yeah, I guess she was on Tamron Hall or whatever and was just like pretty much saying, because she got her own dating little thing now, dating app and everything.
Oh,
But
okay.
she was up there pretty much saying like, y'all women gotta be wanting more, I guess. Pretty much something like that. Pretty much saying like a man should be able to come in and pay for your $2,000-$3,000 wigs.
Oh. She ain't got no man.
Well, no, Kendra, I think Kendra's engaged or she with some, but whoever it is, he looked like some African dude. If it's the same dude.
You got her simp.
But you know what the thing about it is, like I sat there and I told my mom, I was just like, look, Kendra is different because Kendra can afford these things herself. Now to be sitting there telling somebody, let's just say they making $30,000 a year, they ain't going out there and buying no $2,000-$3,000 wigs. And then you turn around and expect a dude to come in and do what you can't even do for yourself. Like, to me, that's crazy. So I think Kendra,
why
like
you
I said,
got
I'm not mad at
$30,000 wig if you can't, man. Fuck that.
And see, that's what I'm sitting there saying. Like, I sat there and I had brought it up to my mom when we was having this conversation. I was just like, I mean, if you're talking about a situation like Lisa Ray, you remember when Lisa Ray had sat there and made the statement pretty much like, this is the life I provide for myself.
Yeah.
So a man should be able to come in and provide that life for me too. I'm not mad at that statement. If you know that you can go out there and buy your Dior, your Hermes, your whatever, you can take, vacations, the Cayman Islands or Bora Bora, the Maldives, and you know what I'm saying? You can do those things for yourself, then yeah, you might kind of want somebody that's on your stature.
Yep.
But to be living in subsidized housing and then expect some dude to come in and be splurging $3,000 on a hairpiece for you is crazy. $30 should be more than enough for lunch. Because where you going to eat? First off, what are you doing? What are you doing? What is your profession? Because it ain't too many places during rush hour, during lunch that's really getting you in and out within an hour. You know what I'm saying? If you a boss, you a boss. Okay, cool. I respect it. But listen, most people got 30 minutes to an hour in the lunch.
Yeah.
And most of those people, you know what I'm saying? They ain't going out there for no $100 lunch.
Well, no. Why, bro? If one person can't eat or get full off $30, then you went to the wrong fucking place.
Yeah, she went to a spot like Capitol Grill or something like that, where the chicken dinners is like $30-$40.
Yep.
That's where she went.
You ain't lying. That's
One
exactly
drink is
did.
$20, $30. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she went to one of them spots. But you know what I'm saying? What I did appreciate, to be honest with you, is like once I went in the comments.
Yeah.
Like most of the women in there, I'm gonna say about 90% of the women in there was pretty much just like, yo, you tripping. I wish a dude would send me $30 for lunch. Like,
yeah,
go right over to the tropical smoothie or something. Look.
But see, what they don't realize is these guys are offered to take you to dinner, but when they working, they know they can't leave, so they'll be like, "Hey, I'm gonna send you this money, where you can go get you some lunch."
Nah, I think she just
And you
wanted
looking at the
somebody to
money?
send her $200
No,
and say, "Here,
shit.
lunch." $200 can be your groceries for half the month, or a whole month, depending on how
I'll
you
be an
shopping.
asshole because the next day I'll send her some Uber Eats of goddamn McDonald's fry and a cup of water.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't deal with nobody like that. And we was having a conversation again on the whole makeup thing and everything. And I was just telling them, I was just like, the women I grew up around in my family weren't like that. So like that makeup and all this extra bougie stuff,
Hey,
like I'm like, dude, like my family is bougie ghetto. We can deal with the backyard party like nobody. We can kick it with the best some of the worst some, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? But when it's time to pull ourselves together to go out and get something nice, when we want to feel a little fancy or whatever the case may be, this little net flying in this camera and in my face is irritating me. But yeah,
hey,
nah.
but you got him though, cuz.
I don't know if I did or not. You ain't on my hand.
I'm boy, Nat killer.
But nah, though. I just do. I kind of like. I kind of like. Just seeing these different women kind of come forward and say, it ain't all of us. She ignorant.
Hey.
I said I was gonna cut this out as a drop.
Would be bound before us as we
If
speak.
your muscle brains were present, they would still be there, choking on their fuzzy adornments.
You bald-headed demon.
Show some.
That's gonna be your drop right there. You bald-headed demon.
Bald-headed demon.
No, what I thought was cool about that came from Black Panther, of course, right? What I thought was cool about that is they actually said that scene was actually unscripted and improvised.
Well,
so like even her expression that what I'm saying that was on her face when he said it, they was like, no, that was a real reaction. That just reminded me of Fast and the Furious.
Oh, baby oil.
Yeah. He said, "Uh-oh, Mia, you better hide your baby oil. You better have that big ass forehead." And the way Ludacris hit the drink out, they was like, all of that was unscripted. The baby oil part was said, but when The Rock came in, was like, "You better have that big ass forehead." They was like, all that was unscripted.
But I'd have been the only motherfucker on set, just they waiting on. Because I would still be laughing. Yeah. Because every time I see that motherfucker walk up, I start laughing. Every time I see The Rock walking up the damn driveway, I just start laughing. Tyrese be mad at me. He'll be over there crying, complaining about it. I'm fucking up the money. No, motherfucker. He got your ass.
Oh, Jesus.
I was just playing, though. Tyrese sold that motherfucker, though. I'm not Tyrese. Ludacris sold that motherfucker.
But it was like, you can't really do that because it's not scripted. You don't expect it. So you just taking your little sip of water.
Oh, man. Boy.
Jesus. Yeah, that was hilarious.
That's go forever for me be a classic scene.
Yes. Yeah. I like when I find stuff like that out.
Every time I see it, I just bust out laughing. Because it's not even like it's a pause. No, motherfucker.
Nah, everything just kind of
hide your baby, or you need to have that big ass forehead.
And like I said, when you watching a movie, like I remember being in the movie theater when that happened and everybody like started laughing. So it's just like, but you think that's just a part of it. It just makes it even funnier knowing that that wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah, and my thing, I like expression. And the one Tyrese had, he just couldn't. It wasn't nothing he could do or say. He just.
I don't even know why.
He
Like,
looked like he was just defeated. Like life was over when.
but that just goes back to why The Rock is like just one of my favorite people. Because it just takes me
Man.
back to the wrestling days. That just brings it back to why he is my favorite person. Like even watching that little behind the scenes thing with him, and they you know, they wanted him to be the like the good boy. What do they call them? The heel is the bad boy.
When they turn the heel, he wanted to be the
No, he wanted to become the heel, but they wanted him to be the other person. And so he was a good dude. He was getting booed. He was like, yo, if y'all just let me do my thing, and that was, of course, that was that trash talk era. It's like, please just let me go up there and do my thing. And
he
went up
that
there and did his
would
little
have took away from that.
monologues. Huh?
That would have took away from,
yeah, and that's what was going on at first.
Yeah, and so, man, but
yeah,
he had some of the funniest catchphrases and shit, boy. I used to laugh my ass
you
off.
smell poontang pie?
He said, do you like, can I ask you something? Do you like pie? Yeah. Like, do you like poontang pie? And then he told one dude, the black dude, Jonathan Coach, he said, wait a minute, are you looking at the rock strudel? He's like, no, I wasn't looking. Yes, you were. You were looking at the rock strudel.
Wow, dog. Like, I was just like, do you care what Vince McMahon says? It doesn't matter. Like, I'll tell you, between him and Stone Cold, bruh, I still want me an Austin 316 shirt.
Hey, bro. Hey, that mother had me dying, boy.
I still want me an Austin 316 shirt because it didn't matter, dog. It didn't matter. Austin 316 stood for a lot of stuff.
Didn't. I'm gonna kick your ass. Fuck you.
Because Austin 316 says, like, nah.
No, Stone so said so, and that's the bottom line.
Hey, I ain't gonna even lie. He actually is still one of my favorite people to this day, too.
Hey,
because you know how you can look at Stone Cold and he just, I don't know, he just give you deep South Confederate, like he probably grew up racist and everything. Like it's just like, oh no, this really a down dude. Like he just, I don't know. And then he the only dude I know that can make like leg braces look cool.
Bruh. That motherfucker run down through the motherfucker.
He's the only dude I know who can make leg braces look cool.
Yeah, jumping there and kick that motherfucker and hit him with that stunner with them braces on,
man.
and get straight up.
Like really had just came back because he really did have something going on with his knees.
And he get up straight up.
Hey man, look, hey dude, you know how many times I done did that with some soda cans and got my ass whooped? Look, you can't help it, dog. I'm excited.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, boy, you see him in the Rock, it's almost like Fast and Furious and you got a stick.
Oh man, bruh.
You over there hey,
Trey tell you, I'm gonna have him in here one of these days, boy. I don't know how many times I done Stone Cold studded him, rock bottom people's elbow, like I done DDT that nigga. We would just take all the cushions off the couch and put them on the floor.
Yep. Yeah, and I used to, now I think back like, why the fuck we take him off that cushion ass couch? Then I had to think, okay, we're gonna get our ass whooped if we've been on that game. Okay?
Man, listen. We would have got our ass whooped if my mama would have caught us, okay?
Boy.
Regardless, you done took the
why y'all
pillows,
jumping in this house?
Oh, especially if it was one of them new couches with the nice fluffed up pillows.
You old.
Yeah,
and
man.
Your grandma be that way when you them damn couches with the flowers and shit on them.
Oh nah, my grandma ain't never had that.
And the
But
plastic.
now she did have that. That's what I'm about to say. But the plastic, on the other hand, it wouldn't be fun playing on her couch like that. And my grandma
That shit
had
burn
that.
your leg.
My grandma had that. My grandma will keep furniture forever. Like she just got new furniture a few years ago, and the furniture she had before that was from when I was a baby. Like I
Damn,
was
that's
about like
almost
3 or 4
40,
years
50
old.
years ago. God damn, that's some old. I mean, damn.
Nah, but for real though, that furniture was old, but she kept that furniture, and it was all white. It really looked like something from out like the late 80s, early 90s, where you had that big white sectional.
Yeah.
It was a big, and I think her stuff might have been floral, but it was white. It was all white, so you really had to look.
Okay.
It did have like some kind of design up there. It might have been that, but yeah, she
we
just got rid of that mug a few years
we
ago.
we was in the damn furniture store today, and we saw one that was like a white or a light beige color, and I was like, "Yep, that'll be a couch. That'll be the sofa we have in the living room that don't nobody go in." Cause that's the way we had a living room where like a family room, but then the actual living room, nobody went in there.
See, I'm like my dad in a lot of sense when it comes down like that. Cause like, all right, so even when my mom used to get new furniture,
Yeah.
like when we were little anyway, she used to do this thing, was like, don't you sit your ass on my furniture. So we would have to sit, like kids pretty much had to sit on the floor. Or at the table or something like that. My dad is just like, so why would you get furniture if you don't want nobody sitting on it? He was just like, I just wouldn't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so I think to me, I would be like that. I don't think I would ever have like a room that can't be touched in my house.
No.
I don't want a room that I don't want nobody to touch. Like, don't go on my man cave if I'm not in there.
Yeah.
Don't go on my garage if I ain't in there.
You know that.
But yeah, I think I would like the house to be pretty open to where everybody can kind of chill in. But I do know people who had those. Like, like it's somebody I know that's got like one of them real like vaulted ceilings. They got no money though. But they room.
Hey y'all,
like,
he ain't
it's
talking
pretty
about
much.
me. He tell I'm broke. Okay.
Oh no,
My bad.
I don't know what your account look like, but I know it ain't broke though.
Brokey.
And what they say, hit dogs gonna holler. Every hit dog holler when she did that. Like, y'all just making it known. Why y'all mad that she saying brokey?
Yeah. Hey.
Well, hit dog gonna holler. You know what I'm saying? Go sell a brick. And I'm talking to myself too. I keep trying to convince myself to sell this brick.
Hey.
Not this brick. I ain't
Quarter
got the
pound, half a brick. Hey.
Yeah, see, you would go to jail. You just missed the whole part. Yeah, but yeah.
I ain't going nowhere. I don't know nothing.
All I'm sitting there saying, man.
I wasn't even here.
Y'all can't even take me to jail for the amount of weed I got. Okay, I'm good. I'm a legal.
I don't even know what that is.
Quarter brick, half a brick, whole brick.
What my boy said, living that high life. That Miller High Life, you know, that cheap beer. Goddamn. What it is, player.
Turn the get back on 50. Down. They get back on 50, man.
Yes.
Not. It ain't nothing negative. I
know.
I don't blame this dude for how he doing Meech, you know. I really don't. And then Meech is constantly still, and this is what I'm sitting there saying, like, folks that are more loyal to the paper than they are they people. And that's what I'm sitting there saying. Like, the more I keep looking into this 50 thing and how he even treating this whole Big and Lil Meech situation, I'm not mad at him. To be real with you,
nor should you be.
I ain't mad at no situation that 50 has honestly done. To be real with you, do I carry stuff like that? No, but I think 50 does get some kind of enjoyment of kicking people while they down, and he's so up. Like, he gets an enjoyment out of that. But yeah, with this meat situation, I'm not mad at him. Cause I put you on, won't nobody looking at you. You know what I'm saying? Ross won't giving you no money when you I mean, I don't know his situation before that, but the way he out here spending money now, like, like I said, when he had on that suit looking like he belonged on Sesame Street, and everybody talking about some there was signs. You blew $5 million in 3 years, and I'm not saying that's hard to do. Actually, at my age, that is kind of hard to do. At my age and what I know now, that's hard to do. I'm not going to the Gucci store, the Fendi store. I'm not going to the Urban. I'm not going to none of them stores. I'm not buying no Benz. I'm not. Ooh, $5 million in 3 years. What does that break down to? You don't know?
Man. No, I was looking up something. No, I was looking up because I remember I seen something earlier talking about 50 Cent.
Yeah, 5 million is just about a
50
little
Cent
over
and Hulu.
1.6. Nah, what he doing with Hulu?
It said Hulu and Hulu and the 20th television adapting Black. What is this shit? Black Klansman author new memoir for TV from Curtis Jackson, Kevin Week. It's something he doing with Hulu. He coming up. I don't know what kind of series it is. It's gonna be something though.
You may be tired of stars at this point.
Yeah, cause the motherfucker can't do shit on what's the name? They can't do ain't no meats nothing coming out now.
Oh yeah, 50 gonna cut that. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, 50 gonna cut that off. Cause it was like the last thing is I guess I don't know if 42 Doug is cool with 50 Cent or whatever the case may be. I don't know what's going on, but I guess 50 had wound up posting up something about 42 Doug giving Lil Meech $100,000. Yeah, 50 Cent had tagged 42 Doug and everything. So 42 Doug, your daddy, my nigga. I love you and cheese because of Q. You made a mistake giving Screech 100,000 K. Well, yeah, 100,000. You have given that nigga. You have given that to your niggas. You could have given that to your niggas. I can't read either. You always hard headed, but you know what I'm saying. 50 always got to throw a little laughing emoji or whatever in there. But yeah, I guess I don't know what's going on, but
yeah, 50 got a new. It's a thing he working on Hulu called Hip Hop Cop.
Okay, no nigga convince me to go against Detroit. Either show me Big Bruh a rat or shut the fuck up. Talking to me. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but again, I ain't that.
Look,
I don't go that far.
When motherfuckers dealing with 50, they know who he is. Because I know he's telling them off the bat, hey, this is who I am, this is what I do.
You know what? If I've been shot 9 times, I ain't trust you too easy too. Once you done broke my trust, yeah, I'm probably gonna be good too.
And that's the thing, motherfucker. I'm out here making this movie, so you get money off of this shit too, this series, and then you come and show up with the motherfucker I've been publicly beefing with.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is where we're gonna do this. Cool.
Yeah, and you know what? Before, because me and you kind of had this conversation before, and I was saying like, I just think that, but I think in the moment I did the same thing. But like at first, I'm just like, it ain't that serious for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you want to kick it with them, I'm not gonna tell you, especially like we was all friends at one point, right? then you start kicking it with them or whatever the case may be. Like, I ain't gonna sit there and be this person to be like, oh no, you can't kick it with them no more. But like, I think being a little older now, I probably would be like, bro, we need to talk about something. Like, I don't know if this is gonna work out. Like, you really would one of the options. Like, I'm cool on this. So especially if you come to me and you telling me something that was said, like, you know what I'm saying, about me while you was with him, because you just let him do it. So yeah, we gotta have a conversation or not.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm just like, the more I keep thinking about this, the more I'm just like, and again, the 50, these seem like some ops. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it's gonna be like when it be on site, but it's just saying like with 50, you know what I'm saying, something gonna pop off is gonna be on site. Like, he ain't playing. So yeah, these are like real ops. I know we use that word loose, but Floyd is an op for him. You know what I'm saying? Rick Ross is an op for him. And each been posting up with everybody.
Hey, me about to become a big ass op.
Oh no, it's already there. It's already there. Like, it's up. It's up. That's why he on 4-2 Doug. Like, you know what I'm saying? He sat there and told 4-2 Doug for real. He was like, yo, you messed up giving him that money. Like, 50 ain't playing at this point. Like, it's like, dog, you help anybody out? Yeah, but you know, hey, 50 moving right now. So, you know.
Hey, 50 said, hey.
Did you do any research on the joint that you sent me? The Jasmine
$5,000.
Yeah.
Oh. $5,000 joint.
Mm-hmm.
Man, them motherfuckers ain't get no goddamn. Like, that mean me, you, all our neighbors, who gonna give him $5,000?
You know what? I don't think it's too far fetched. Because again, I know people who getting 10. Yeah, refund, yes. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I know people that get a little change when that refund hit.
But I don't even know how that feel.
No.
Give my little $2 like that.
No,
wait a minute.
Before, with all my deductions,
no, I get some, but they gonna take it right back. So
nah, like for me, so like when I was on the road truck driving, there's so much you can write off, like your phone bill, you know, your groceries and stuff like that. So like I was already paying like crazy amount of money on the road, like, well, in taxes. Like I said, when I showed this to my dad, he was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah. And they still telling me out. But yeah, you able to write so much off. So like before, dude, yeah, I can expect from the federal, I could expect like $2,000-$3,000 back. But now, seem like I'm owing $2,000 or $3,000 every year. And I ain't even making that kind of money, y'all. Don't even sit there and think that. No, I'm owing.
yeah.
If I owe this coming year, I know they on some BS. I know they on some BS. Cause ain't no way I got them taking extra out of mine. I'm doing my regular percentage, and I'm giving them extra every week.
That's what I'm saying, boy. When you bond, you give it.
No, that's because I ain't got no bills. Hey, remember, niggas living back home now.
True
I'm
that.
gonna be paying or something. But yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do that. I'm getting every deduction I can at this point, and still gonna be having to owe. So yeah, nah, it's BS.
Yeah. I want to say I either broke even, I might get a little $200, something.
Yeah, I used to get like $2-3 grand.
No, 100. Yeah,
used to get that. But we gonna play this off of propaganda.
All right,
we're gonna do right now.
Okay,
propaganda, because
propaganda.
Yeah, I don't trust this nigga. like he seemed like he too much of a Republican, a conservative, and just trying to blame. I hate when people we gonna get to that because this is gonna stem off something else. But here we go.
I just don't understand Democrat insanity. I just don't understand, y'all. I don't understand. So now rep, ghetto rep, Walmart rep, Jasmine Crockett just said, because you know Trump and Elon are talking about giving out $5,000 as a refund, 20% refund, for all the money they stole from us Americans. We deserve it. We need it. We just got out of a 4-year oppression of Joe Biden. She had the nerve to say we don't give out money. We're not in the business of giving out money. Can you believe this Democrat said that? But all the billions you've given to Ukraine, all the billions you've given, this is why I don't know how any of y'all can vote for this insane party. She said we're not in a business, but you're paying for Sesame Street sex changes in Guatemala. You just don't care about Americans.
Yeah, man. I you know,
bruh. That's all, bruh. That's all over.
Nah, I mean, I don't.
Damn.
Here's the thing. My thing is like this. Y'all can say what y'all want about Biden. I don't agree. I don't even know what there is for me to agree on when it comes down to Biden, to be honest with you. I felt like he was absent 80% of his doggone term.
Yeah, and truth be told, it always go back to the same thing.
What's that?
The less of two evils. So when Biden got it, he was against who?
I don't know who was he running against. I can't remember, dude.
This last one, Trump.
That was Trump and
he was, and then
Trump and Kamala.
After you know he. Never mind. I ain't gonna even do that. I ain't gonna. After your boys, then Kamala took over. But anyway.
Oh yeah. Again, like I said there and said, absent through 80% of his term. I don't remember too much that was going on. He was always looking like he was just the grandpa that was just tired and a little senile when he was like he just wasn't the depiction of a strong democracy in America. Now, unfortunately, I can sit there and say that Trump is coming office strong, but it's seeming more of, tyranny. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I can be objective, and I think this is where I was trying to get to a little bit just to get us off that. Because you can't be objective today. And this is like I'm gonna steer it more so into the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef.
Okay.
You can't be objective. You either have to be on one side or the other.
Okay. Yeah.
You can't be on the fence. You can't sit there and say, "Hey, I understand this side," or you know what I'm saying? Me and somebody was literally just having like a private conversation outside of, our little group thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was more so a thing to where they was just like, bro, I hate where we at right now. And me and this person on the same level because we like both Drake, Cole, and Kendrick.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Me and this person both always sitting there talking about how nothing was the same. It's the one that we go back to. And of course, that's the one with Pound Cake up there. Like, that's the one that's the joint right there. Cake, cause it got Jay on there.
Mm-hmm.
Nice track right there. But right now, you either Drake or you Kendrick. You can't be somebody who like me. I'm riding for Kendrick, but it ain't like how a lot of these other people are. I still listen to Drake. But the way these people acting now, that this beef is over and everything, now they sitting there making it seem like they ain't never liked Drake, they ain't never rock with Drake, they ain't never played Drake, they ain't never
Boy, they full of shit.
That's what, bruh. And it's people that I know that was sitting out there. You know what I'm saying? I be looking at thing. I got fake ass thing, ain't nothing to me, straight up to my face. Like everybody's out there. Dog, and all of a sudden you saying that you ain't right. Now you saying that you ain't never listened to Drake. Would you me for free? I done seen niggas jamming to that. I got girls that I should have made wait for it. Hey man, I'm ready to party now.
All right, well, I'm finna go to the restroom.
See, it ain't even me tonight.
No, boy, yeah. Indulge.
But yeah, instead of doing the restroom, what we can do, man, we didn't have a nice one though. We didn't have a nice one. So
I agree.
We can go ahead and wrap this up, and then you could take your bathroom break. We can come back and we can do like a little music or whatever the case may be.
Oh, we in there then. Shit.
Hey, look, y'all, this platform won't allow us to really get our music off. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We be having our little jam sessions, just talking and BSing or whatever. We may start up a Patreon or something one day.
We're gonna get us one of those. We
post
definitely gonna get one.
That's when we have our real conversations. Y'all ain't ready.
Yeah, we definitely gonna get one of those. Hell yeah, we gonna get that.
But yeah, man, listen, it's been real. Listen, I know it's gonna be hard, but actually it ain't. We've been pretty good. Anything over 3 hours at this point is too much.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, that video is still trying to upload.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, bro. Anything over 3 hours is too much. So, yeah, I think
we'll work on it.
Oh yeah, we gonna do it. We got to get a little more structured. But yeah, for real, it's been real. Who knows? We might drop a little extra little something for some commentary. But this fight that we got going on.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Come on, Tank. We gotta see this through.
Yeah. And undercard, y'all gonna get this shit finished in about 2 hours. Cause goddamn, I can't be up to no 4, 5 in the morning.
But you know what though? I much rather that they should have started this a little earlier. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like around 5.
Yeah, they should have started this a little start early. Yeah.
I mean, because New York
is just y'all know my power brother holding the motherfucker. So
it's me. Not the guy that's got to be
no,
man. I'm gonna watch this fight now.
Ain't nobody saying nothing. What are you talking about?
We supposed to be closing this out because I'm over here like you recorded, nigga.
Oh well, shit. All right. Hey, we out.
Yeah, no. You recorded, nigga. We gonna make sure we leave that in too.
Hey, peace. We out. We love y'all. Be easy. Be safe. Be breezy.
Peace out.